It is Wednesday, my dudes, which means in order to master the dungeon, you must first become the dungeon. Or something. It's been a really long day. It is June the 1st. Is it June? It's
As
June
of
the 1st,
today?
2022, session number 26. How's everybody doing?
So good.
Oh,
So good.
Happy to hear it. I woke up in Knoxville, Tennessee this morning and drove halfway across the state and then flew here, and I got off my plane about an hour and a half ago, and I walked through my door about half an hour ago, and here I am, ready for some Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yes.
Mastering a dungeon.
I am on coffee number 5 in the last 24 hours. And today may or may not be a truncated session, given that it's already almost 11 o'clock for me. But, you know, when you guys all just turn into vaguely swirling shapes, I'll call it a day.
Give it
Right.
half an hour. No, I was kidding.
Yeah, Lindsay's completely lost her voice.
Yeah.
I was the one that went to a concert last night, and somehow Lindsay lost her voice.
Yep.
So we're having a time over here in Roll the Bones land, but that's all right because nobody watches anyway.
We
what
are,
happened?
how you say, prepared.
What happened last time? You guys went to space. You fought a whole bunch of things with tentacles.
Exclusively.
Exclusively
Yeah.
things with tentacles.
I will have you know I had the delightful experience of opening my notes to the picture of Crococopter once
Yeah.
again
Yeah.
because I did screenshot him to
I
have
love-
in the notes.
I love him. I love him.
What a
He
guy.
will be back. Like the end of a Marvel film. Crococopter will return.
It's like Sharknado 2. No.
Triggered.
You guys went to the Steel Citadel where you spoke with the Indefatigable, which is a large metal man who apparently has some governance over extraplanar travel. It seemed like they might be willing to help you guys transport a large number of people from Mistreach to Rise, if you do some favors for them in the future, on behalf of the Steel Citadel's extraplanar governance board. So you went back and spoke to Ophelia, who said, yeah, maybe we can do that. But it would, I think you guys ultimately landed on trying to convince or coerce some more of the Elsinore siblings to join the fight on the latter's behalf. And I believe she noted that the one that she remembered being the most reasonable was her brother Octavius, who lives in who rules over the domain of Rune Everantha, rather, where the city of Grasswind is located. So that's kind of where y'all are at.
What's
We
his
were
deal again?
Hmm?
What was his deal again?
I
What's know
don't
what his
I don't
story
believe
is?
you guys really know much about him.
Okay.
And we're definitely
Find
going
out.
purely to talk to him and purely for business reasons, not because shopping.
That's business.
Yeah.
Shopping is just as
Shopping
important.
is like the definition
could
of
be there for
business
both.
when you think
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. It's on the way.
It's
On the way
fine.
in the destination. Perfect.
So you guys can continue your discussions. I believe last time you kind of ended in the midst of some discussions as you leveled up there. So you guys are welcome to continue your plans at this stage. It is the morning of the 28th of
Yeah.
Laz, nearing the end of the year.
Oh, damn.
Got like a week and a half or something.
Everything goes to hell, what, like the 8th or something like that?
12.
Well,
I guess
for
before that,
us,
we're
the
planning,
11th.
Yeah.
yeah, we're planning
All
the
our plan
11th.
is happening the 11th.
D-Day 11. Let's go.
Well, again, just putting out there again. You know, who knows what happens in 2 days' time?
That is also true.
That's ominous.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know.
It'll be fine.
I mean,
Grasswind on a point?
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah, it's not on like one of the stronger points, but it is on one. Drexler is on that one. Lake Hall will be the equivalent over here.
What was the color code? Blue is big, green is small, black is smaller.
Basically.
So Lake Hall would be the biggest one in these parts.
That is true.
I mean, how long a trip from Grasswind to Lake Hall is it if we have a hopper?
A matter of hours.
Imagining don't shoot us down on sight.
Yeah, I think we do the usual thing and park it quite a ways away,
But if we really wanted to, we could do both.
I'd certainly be interested to see if anything is different
Hmm.
when the year comes.
Sure.
But first, Grasswind,
Grasswind.
push off and talk to Octavius. Can we talk to Ophelia real quick first?
Yeah, you guys are still in her house, so
Yeah.
I believe she went off to go take care of something, but she will return at some point.
Do we want to buy anything specific for any of you?
I would like a bit better armor. I think I could wear something heavier than I am. And also, this mariner shit could probably sell for money.
That's true.
I'm doing pretty okay right now, so I could help find other things, or if we want to get anything that might be beneficial for flying, that might be good, but
Yeah, that was my thing. Flying or...
Oh, right. Well, again, we might want to just craft those. Like
Do we have the
ourselves.
time, though?
yeah.
Well, no.
We're kind of on a
I
time crunch.
can't imagine we have the money to spend. I mean,
I
if
have some
anything,
money.
for flying stuff, we could maybe get one. Because they were really expensive.
Hmm.
What was the...
The one place we checked that had a
Flying
broom,
Yeah.
yeah. It was
Yeah.
like in the thousands.
I
Hmm.
think we can check and just see if it's on a better deal, and if not, we don't worry about it, but it's good to see.
Might
Yeah.
as well.
Or things that will help keep us alive. Like
Yeah.
magic to make sure you don't die right away. Maybe
Yeah, I was
create.
thinking I would put on better armor so that I can take some hits and then have the spirit follow you around, since you keep on getting grabbed by things, so that instead of teleporting me and shooting fire, he teleports you and you don't die.
Fair.
Especially if we're going to go fight lots of scary.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really think I need anything. So I can
don't
contribute to whatever you guys need.
You don't want a better blowgun?
No, that's alright. I have a +1 dart for it.
Oh, there you
Waiting
go.
for the right opportunity. I mean, I want alchemist fire things to put into the flamethrower, but I can just make those my damn self.
How long does that take?
I imagine it would take like a long rest, but I don't know. Well, I guess normally. I don't know. I think that's in the Xanathar's guide.
Yeah, I'll take a look. Hold on a second.
Just
Okay.
about anything in Xanathar's takes longer than we probably have.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know how we'd like to rule that, because I don't know if making alchemist fire would take a week, but if it does, then I will buy it instead.
So it says, yeah, during a long rest. I'm going to venture to say that you probably have not made Alchemist's Fire before. It wouldn't
probably
really be
not.
in your wheelhouse, but you do have the tools and the proficiency with said tools. The first time you make one, it will take you a long rest. Then thereafter, it will be an 8-hour process.
Alright.
Like your rest of your potions.
Well, then perhaps I'll buy one for the flamethrower this time, and then after all the stuff happens, I'll try to make some. I don't know. I have in mind a lot of things to make. So many things to make.
I mean, yeah, I mean, if anything, we could always buy more healing potions and
I'm
Come
looking,
on.
Oh yeah, I could probably.
maybe get diamonds.
I'm looking at the party sheet, and I see that you guys have 186.3 silver.
0.3?
I don't know how that works.
Trying to determine.
Oh, that is me. I meant to put 3 back into copper, and that's what happened. I forgot to delete 0.3. It's fine. I fixed it.
Okay. Anyway.
Yep.
Sorry. Never mind.
Anyway. Okay. Diamonds would be great. I don't know how much diamonds we have, but I feel like we have not searched for any, and
I think we actually have like a respectable amount, don't we?
I
Yeah,
really
I
don't
have a
remember.
500
Oh, okay.
gold diamond on
okay.
me right now.
I have a 3.
Okay. Oh, okay. I thought we didn't have any for some reason.
I think we should be fine with that much right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Never mind. I thought we had.
We've
I
got
think.
like 2 dead people's worth.
Okay, that's all we need.
If we're in a situation where we have more than 2 dead people, we're probably not getting out of that situation.
Probably going
That
to have
is-
4 dead people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to buy the healing root stuff because I imagine we might have some time in between now and the 11th that we can just go look for some in the forest.
Is this stuff that we've worked together on before? Do I know the particular type of plant you're looking for this time?
Yeah, for the basic healing potion stuff. Yeah, we found that plenty of times.
If we're gonna take a week, I've got a bunch of 3rd levels. I could practice with the plant growth and see what I could
Yeah,
force
and are
to
you
exist.
proficient, Cinder, are you proficient with an herbalism kit?
Sure am.
Yeah, so you would know certainly how to identify and find those plants at the very least. Plus some of
Yeah.
the other stuff that you guys
We
have
had just
worked on.
been kind of tongue-in-cheeking the plant growth to make it fun in any way. And so far, we'd only let me try it on stuff that we had worked with and were familiar with. So
Mhm.
it was just, we had a lot of this. Maybe not. I think we have practiced with this before. We've tried it with this, and we've tried it with Basilisk Breath.
Yes.
Which was less.
Less successful. Oh, and I believe we tried some with the basic poison stuff. That's how I got a shit ton of it.
That makes sense. So yeah, we can forage. Also, I have spells, and we could just try to.
Sounds good. All right. Well, then, yeah, I will contribute to whatever you guys need.
Same
If
here.
I find something interesting, I might buy that first. But
Mhm. Let's just explore.
yeah,
I
let's go
have-
see what's there.
Let's see what's there. I'm not in dire need of anything.
Do we know which of the brothers is in charge of Lake Hall? Is that the crazy one?
That would be Benedict.
Yeah.
Who's the eldest.
Okay.
So is that the crazy one?
From what you've heard,
is.
and from what Ophelia told you, he's gotten a little bit unhinged since their
Yeah.
father's disappearance.
Very good.
Let's maybe not talk to him just yet.
Yeah. But handle
Let's
Octavius first and see how that goes.
Let's just go and pop into Lake Hall have a gander when the new year comes, and then get on out of there. But first, Grasswind. Do we want to ask Ophelia what Octavius is like?
Sure.
Let's wait around for her to come back then, yeah.
He returns eventually.
Okay. Ophelia, I wanted to ask what your brother Octavius is like these days, and what maybe we could
Well, these
cater
days
to.
I'm not sure. I haven't actually had any direct contact with him for a number of years now. I just talked to him through the merchant princes that kind of run the market there.
Oh, merchant princes.
Yes. There are 5 of them. They just manage different types of goods that come through the place. But they've been fairly easy to work with and have gotten me what I need. I don't know. Octavius has become somewhat reclusive over the last bit, but I think he is. I mean, when we were growing up and when we were first split across the domains, he was always very agreeable and right-headed. So.
Do you think that he would meet with us?
It's tough to say.
If we said who,
I could write you a note.
Would that be favorable to us?
I think so.
Okay.
So.
He's not like against you.
Not as much as I recall, and not as much as some of the others were and are. I think he is mostly interested in commerce more than anything else. But if you can offer him
that sounds like something that we could work with.
Yes, that's why I suggested him.
Yes,
he's not he's not dogmatic about his religious views, and he's not particularly warlike. But he does have a lot of resources to bring to bear if the price is right, and if you can offer him things that he might not otherwise see. He's interested in getting people coming through the city and buying and selling. And there will be, I'm certain, plenty of opportunities if you have the wherewithal and the time. Plenty of opportunities to do what you did here for him up there, given that they have Men of Vandor up to the north, where there are things, and the Great Blockade all around, well, causing... There are always things creeping up from the mountains.
Well then, yes, a letter would be fantastic, I think.
Draft that up for you.
Thank you. Is the Great Marsh something that he's worried about? Oh, that's with the Great Blockade.
Yes, it's something that everybody's worried about. That's where... After our father's conquest of the continent centuries ago, all of the monstrous creatures that inhabited most of the continent were forced into there and across to Crow's Pass.
Yes.
So that's where they reside. I'm sure you will see some things as you fly over. And every so often things creep up through the blockade and make their way to him, given that place for them to go.
So I'm just reading up on Grasswind here. 1 second. Oh, that's right. A lot of people there have hired, at least I assume the merchant princes have hired Swords of Aster. They'll be around.
Yes. Customer safety is paramount.
Yes.
It's mostly a conglomeration of farm villages around the center of the city itself. They have about 7,000 people or so.
Men of Andor, that forest near them.
Yes.
Some of the giants.
Yes, giants and they say dragons as well, but
That went so well last time.
We were to be led by magically gifted giant chieftains. That sounds fun.
Yes,
Right.
the giant tribes were among the people that our father forced back in his conquest of the territory.
Yes.
But since then, there's been a relative peace with them, as far as we can tell, just like with the goblins of the Goblinwood north of Lake Hall. They, as far as I know, tend to keep to themselves and don't really bother people too much if you don't go poking around. There are always stories, of course, of them not doing that, but
Is Eagle Peaks his domain as well? Or is that kind of a shared one between him and
yes, it's sort of little column A, little column B. It's not really anybody's. People really don't tend to go up there. There's a lot of conflict out there between the Aarakocra and the Goliaths.
Oh, I do see that he has a Green Liner dock, though, right? Or does he?
Yes, he does.
Yes.
Up,
Straight up to...
right up to Faramund.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of goods come by way of Seltenbrock. And
That's
generally when folks from Sword come down, that's how they get there, because it's much safer than coming down through Eagle Peaks.
Perhaps we could convince him to kind of play both sides for a while. So that he could still get the goods coming in from Zeltenbrock, and maybe once down the line he can turn on them when it's the opportune moment or something. I don't know.
If he thinks it's the economically viable thing to do, then he'll likely do that. Like I said, he's
I
mostly
feel like
interested in
that's-
getting people through the city and spending money on goods.
Exactly. Like with so many people, I still don't exactly know what we can offer him.
Especially when Saltenbrock is right there.
Yes. And when they're getting goods from them right now.
Yeah.
I imagine they have a lot more to offer to them than we do right now.
As we've kind of come to learn with these situations, maybe we don't need to know what to offer them, we just need to ask them what they want.
Fair enough. Maybe a few favors. They seem to go a long way recently.
Like I said, there's always things that need defending up there, and, well, you're an intrepid bunch, and you find your way into interesting spots. And he is interested in commerce, and he's interested in getting people to visit his city to find strange and rare things. So, if you have any of those such things in your possession, or you have the potential promise of having such things in your possession, that
How do
would
you
go a
think-
long way.
You'd feel about whatever weirdness the Sky Lords come across.
That is also plausible, but
I mean, I just got it, but how do you think he'd feel about a flamethrower?
I would be cautious about overplaying your hand as regards the
Yes.
Skylords. The
Pirates.
mainland of Tychon does not get on well with the pirates of the islands.
Imagine
Yeah.
so.
Grasswind is the most heavily hit by their raids.
Yeah, whatever they would be selling would be things that they took from them in the first place.
Or things that they took from merchants who were making their way there to sell.
Yep. Oh, right. That's what what was her name? Mira?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
She's
think
the
our
one
best.
that hits those ships all the time and takes the
From the
sorceries
Sword of
and warlocks.
Astor, yes.
Yeah.
Your
I think
association with the unnamed islands may be somewhat to your detriment unless you can find a way to talk your way around it. Which, it's possible you could.
Oh, I could try.
You can certainly try.
Yeah, I do think we need to just outright talk to him before offering any.
Yeah.
Like you
Let's-
said, figure out
As
what he wants.
Cinder suggested, perhaps first we start with what would you like? And then go from there.
What is important to you and your people?
I think
Just
money
how-
is the answer, but
The stronger,
Just how unattainable is it for us?
the stronger
Yeah.
a force you have, the more your side looks like the winning side, which means the more likely people like him who are more pragmatic in these such things will ally themselves with you.
I have an idea. All right.
There's the letter. Sealed it and signed it.
Thank you. All right. Well, suppose we should take the hopper a little ways away from Grasswind, park it there, walk.
That would
Maybe
be
like
the smart play, yes.
maybe like halfway between the Great Blockade and Grasswind or something.
Yes, just be careful. There's still populated areas down there.
Ooh,
Grasswind is not the only source of civilization in
just a big one on the map.
Runeverlantha, yes. It is very well-farmed land. And farmers like to defend their land, so be cautious as you fly.
Jensong, we leave the parking to you.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sure you'll do fantastic.
Probably.
We need to come up with like a flag that identifies us as not pirate
A white flag.
with a smiley face. instead of a
Yeah,
roll.
I feel like
yeah,
Yeah, I
I
could
feel
draw
like
a nice
that
picture.
would probably not work.
it wouldn't.
I agreed.
No.
Hello, we're not pirates.
Definitely not
No,
pirates.
no pirates here.
Well, the more we hop around and become familiar,
The more ubiquitous these things become, the less likely you'll have to do that. But for now,
problems. All right. Well,
Well, we'll see you upon our return.
best of luck. I will spend the next few days gathering what we are able to muster in terms of soldiers.
That'd be great. I thought about getting a immovable rod. I don't remember if I meant to craft that or if I asked someone to craft that or something. I don't. I'll look for that
I
in the
think-
marketplace.
I don't remember.
I remember the mention of crafting, and I think you
Yeah.
tried to get out of it, but I don't remember who you tried to foist it upon.
Somebody
Maybe it was
here,
one
I
of the
think.
guys here.
Yeah.
I think it was here.
The
13.
Warforged guy, is he? Yeah, 13. I don't, does he craft things?
Yeah, it will take a little bit.
Okay. Can I do a quick visit to him and just ask him how long he thinks that might take?
An uncommon item, right?
I believe so. Well, yeah, it's not common. So
It's a matter of weeks then, right?
yeah. I'll tell him then not. Then I'll just,
Okay,
whatever he can do to help the people here.
fair enough.
All right. To Grasswind.
Yeah.
Yep.
Grasswind isn't where that orc guy with the succubus thing with the eye meeting. You know, that's not him.
That was Galbear.
Yeah.
Calvin. So close.
I forgot that was a thing.
He can wait.
I
I remember,
would hope
I remembered
so.
it was on this continent. I just couldn't remember where.
Yeah. He's a city away, but you know,
We'll get back to it after D-Day.
yeah.
That's where I'm from.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
How's that place like?
Also a half orc,
Yeah.
right?
She is a half orc, yeah.
Just like an orc city? Half orc?
There's like an orc camp kind of in the forest there, but I'm just from the town.
Is it nice?
Yeah, it's woody. If you like trees, it's a nice place. There's a lot of
What
like
about
beer bogs and stuff.
How do you feel about Rosalie?
She was all right. I mean, she pretty much just let us do whatever.
I believe she was the religious one, yes?
Yeah, she's pretty
Yeah.
gung ho about all that stuff.
Yeah, we'll be a little hard pressed to do that one. I mean, we have the.
Yeah, I mean, they have a good amount of like soldiers and stuff there, but I don't think you're gonna get them on your side necessarily.
No, we have a high priestess on our side. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
The old one, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know if you're like aware of this, but like most of the people in the church don't really. They've been told some things.
Yes.
About
Well,
the
perhaps we could.
previous.
I don't know, but I don't know.
Thoughts for later.
Yep, that's a much later thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're gonna come across a newsstand when we're in Grasswind, so we'll find that out later.
To Grasswind.
Let's go.
All right. Somebody go ahead and roll a d10 for me.
I'll do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Would you like a 5?
Oh.
All right. It takes you like 4 hours to get up there. It's not too bad. They're in the mid-late afternoon. As you guys are passing over the Great Marsh there, it is just a very odd sight from above. It's just this kind of black, muddy mire with these dead, rotted trees and what look like remains of fallow fields. And there's just this like thick sludge just like covering the entire peninsula there, to the point where it like overflows and just kind of like slowly seems to be sloughing off the island itself. Every so often you see movement, but you're too far up to really get an idea of what kind of things are down there.
I know it's far off, but what does Crow's Pass look like?
You can make a perception check if you'd like.
Yeah. I'm quite curious about that place. 16.
Pretty much just looks like a small, flat island. The only thing that you could really see is a gathering of ravens and crows just flying over it, circling.
Just looks like plains or something?
Yeah, pretty much
Like-
just looks like flat,
Hmm.
barren grassland.
Strange. We're definitely gonna come back to these places sometime, but I'm a little concerned about the marsh, but
Yeah, I don't care for anything that has to do with the marsh.
there's gotta be something going on down there.
I mean, yeah, it's a marsh, but a lot of the things are gross mud and terrible monsters that live in gross mud. Or dragons, occasionally.
Hmm.
Kind of takes you westward to kind of this part of the mountain pass to kind of get an area that you guys can fly through. The Great Blockade is well named, as these mountains are extremely tall and jagged and flat on the top. From what you can see beyond the clouds, seemed like they would be very difficult to get through. But every so often you pass by what look like cave entrances and like long abandoned forts. Maybe some that aren't abandoned. Kind of difficult to say, not a lot of signs of life, but every so often you do see a flickering torchlight. And you begin to kind of make your way down out of the mountains. You can see on the other side Rune Everantha, which is by far the most verdant landscape that you guys have seen in quite some time. It is just this flat expanse of grassy fields and a lot of these brilliant spots of color, as there are these splashes of red fields of basically spider lilies just kind of throughout. Up to the north you can see this kind of white-leafed forest of Menavandor and the large lake to the northeast. And sprinkled throughout these kind of very lazily rolling plains up ahead of you is just this little dots of farming villages. It looks like pastures, just agrarian land. But as you pass through the mountain range, kind of try to keep low to avoid drawing too many eyes. You do see kind of at the base of the mountains, maybe 4 or 5 miles north, what looks like an encampment. Lots of bonfires and smoke curling into the sky. What look like hastily constructed defenses. A number of like small tents.
This is like on the side of the Great Blockade?
On the northern side, but not too far from the mountains.
Seems like they're dealing with something or expecting something.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Either way, I'm gonna steer clear.
Yes, but I say I don't think either way they'd take kindly to a hopper.
It kind of takes you
Definitely
guys
not.
pretty low, so you're like maybe 50 feet above these kind of very gently rolling plains. Moving at a decent clip, but low down so that folks don't really see you from a distance. But it's a nice landscape. It's cold, but lots of tall grassy fields and very pastoral. She sets you down in this kind of secluded. There's just kind of a thrown up hill that she kind of sets you underneath a little bit in the leeward side of, where it seems like there's not too much attention, not too many roads going nearby. It's maybe a day's walk from the city proper. Reckon this is probably gonna be as good as it gets.
Like, that's just fine.
Yeah. Rather this than having to deal with a possible barrage of arrows or something like that.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be good here while we go into town, or do you
Yeah,
need
it should be
anything?
fine. I imagine.
I mean, do you want anything?
Honestly,
Snacks?
I'm pretty good. I have a decent axe. Or when I have to fight. Not that often.
Let's hope you don't while we're away. And if
I mean,
so-
if something shows up, I'm just gonna probably bail.
Just
That's
take off and fly
fair.
away.
Yeah.
I have that sending stone to you, so
Yep.
if anything
I'll
does
let you
happen,
know if anything happens. I'll just report in at the end of the day. Otherwise,
you got it.
Sounds good.
Well, we'll see you soon.
have fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You guys can walk through the night if you'd like. It's a pretty easy landscape to traverse here. There are well carved out trails and roads, taking you kind of spiderwebbing throughout the fields here, kind of dividing these fields of farmland apart. And the sky is clear. I believe the moons are not out at night this time of year. Yeah. So it's dark, but there are still starlight, clear skies. It's a nice little walk that you guys have.
This place maybe, judging by the map, maybe feels familiar to the Three Brothers, right?
Yes, definitely. Just grassy. The area around the Three Brothers lake is a little bit more topographically interesting, more hills and valleys and some mountains, but here it's very flat. But otherwise, yeah, very similar. Grassy farmland. The spider lilies are an anomaly, though, for sure. You have not seen anything like that. They're just these fields that you pass by of just these brilliant red flowers, and they look well cultivated. And every so often you do see some like small cottages among them, like where it seems like folks are taking care of the land, doing some farming. You do pass by a lot of like well-kept corrals of livestock of different kinds. But it's a nice little walk. Nothing bothers you, and around sunrise, you guys reach what you imagine to be Grasswind. The outer wall of this place seems to be probably 4 or 5 miles in diameter. It's a roughly circular construction here of just like thin logs that have been stood up. It looks like a moderately recent construction as well, or at least parts of it are. You can see that every so often there are these kind of watchtowers, and outside the fence there are still some farms and some collections of houses. But as you reach the actual proper center of where the city actually begins, there's just this massive wall with a gate. You can see 2 uniformed people standing in front of it, holding swords, and they seem to be bearing the insignia of the Sword of Aster.
Are we concerned at all that of Black Maya's trying to get a head start and talking with some of the siblings and getting a foothold here?
Well, I think they already have a foothold here.
I mean, yeah, but like extra reinforcements or so. This all seems rather new.
The
Maybe.
Swords of Aster are supposed to always be here, but that's more for the merchant people, right?
It should be.
I don't think we have something to be immediately concerned about, but if we do, we'll find out very quickly.
Yeah.
I had my sending stone to Jensung on the ready.
See, the 2 guards are a copper-scaled dragonborn man and just kind of a pale-skinned human woman. They just kind of nod as you approach.
Hello, hello.
The dragonborn just kind of steps forward. Yeah, hello. What is the business?
We have something for Octavius.
All right. You are welcome to pass through.
Thank you.
Just kind of swing the gates open. They really just seem to be like on the lookout for things coming up from the blockade.
Okay. Oh, we saw some sort of settlements out that way. What's that? What's that?
Yeah, that is well, nothing to be concerned about. Hopefully, some creatures from the blockade have made their way down and formed something of a small tribe there. They've been there for a couple of weeks.
Have they made any advances towards?
Not that we have seen yet, but we do have people keeping an eye on it. If they want to occupy the land and work the land there, that is fine. If they want to try and venture further north, there might be trouble.
Towards the giant forest.
Or towards
Or
us.
towards us.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was down there. Okay.
Grasswind is largely open for anybody who wishes to visit, so long as they're not going to rouse any rabble.
Well, thank you.
Beckons you guys in, closes the gate behind you. There are 2 guards on the other side as well, operating the gate here. You can see not exactly what you expected to see on the other side of this fence. It seems basically like more of the same. Grassland, farmland, but much more densely populated, but still fairly sparse. Not really what you would consider a city. Just like a wide collection of relatively closely packed together farms, pastures, lots of livestock in here. And up ahead, maybe a mile, another more well constructed wooden wall. There are a lot of carriages and carts and just kind of farming things moving about in the landscape here. Lots of people, mostly elves, seem to just be working.
It's just like, what's it?
Is the bigger market on the other side of that, or?
Seems to be there. Yeah, there's just like another wall, kind of setting up an interior city inside the other wall. That would be your guess as to where the market would likely be.
Whatever, pass on through this part, yes.
There's well-paved cobblestone road lined with these continual flame lanterns. That seems to be where the caravans who come with goods would be directed to go. You don't see any on the road at the moment, but a little bit of a walk later, you do come to another gate with 4 Aster members, sword members.
Hello, hello.
Seem to appraise you a little bit more closely. This elf woman just kind of steps forward. Buying or selling primarily?
Well, partially buying, but also... This is for the big man.
She just kind of like takes it and inspects the seal. Sure, yes, the merchant princess will want to speak with you.
Oh, okay.
On your way in, you will not miss. You will not miss them.
Okay.
Stop at the gatehouse to the left immediately after entering first.
4.
We'll drop off weapons.
Got it. Oh, thank you.
Let's go in. You do find this gatehouse that's just marked with this large insignia of what you imagine to be, and you kind of look at, and it kind of looks like the crest that Ophelia sealed the letter with. Seems to be an Elsinore thing. Just this kind of small. It kind of looks like a stable, a small structure with a couple of tables and various chests and boxes. And you can see standing at one of the tables is this middle-aged, curly silver-haired half-elf man. He's got this kind of red sash around one of his arms. He turns to look at you guys. Ah, newcomers, hello.
Yes, hello, good sir. We're told to drop off our things.
Yes, no weapons are allowed in the prime market. You can see, kind of looking around up ahead, this part of the city is probably a mile circle-ish. There's a large, just kind of stone circular tower near the center, and then just kind of around it, kind of radiating out like spokes on a wheel, are just various collections of buildings and tents. Nice structures for the most part. Lots of hustle and bustle in the central part there as well. Yes, it's mostly a formality, but it's important that we maintain safety.
What?
Anything that people here can find on you, of course.
Right. We've got some, we've got some things here I'd like to,
Yes. Bill, would you explain the process to them? I have to go and... He just kind of like heads off and starts to talk to a few of the other people, and this guy just kind of comes up and sets these 4 just kind of small boxes on the table that look like they're made of lead. Yeah, these are standard secret chest key to your code. You can assign it a command word, put in all the stuff, and only you will be able to open it.
Okay.
What if there's something we wish to sell that would be weapon related?
Well, we've got requisition forms for that. Just make sure it's properly sheathed and taken care of.
Sounds good.
Like the boss said, mostly a formality. Most of the people that come here are not going to try anything stupid, given the sword, but makes it easier for all of us. Makes the boss feel a bit safer.
Fair enough.
Right.
And they do work as described. It's basically a layman's secret chest type thing. You're able to give a command word and put in, it's an extra dimensional space. You can choose what you want to put in them.
Yeah. Just my dagger, my bow, my dragon tooth, my flamethrower, my blowgun.
Just like reluctantly put the axe into my chest. Like
Well, I
my
think
4
that's
hand
good.
axes.
Did you have any weapon related things that you wanted to try to sell in town?
I debated on selling my dragon tooth because it's not working that well, but I'll keep it.
But the flamethrower.
I should use all of this.
I mean, I want it.
You should see what it's worth.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, I would sell the bow. Using the flamethrower is just a lot more fun than using a bow. You know what? Fuck it. I'll take out the bow. Can I get a form for this?
Yeah. When it comes over, it's a pretty standard legalistic document. And just kind of after you just kind of read through it and sign it, he just takes out this like silver kind of silk string and just ties it around the bow. But that denotes that it's an item that you are interested in selling.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you just take like my quiver of arrows, just put it in the chest.
Appreciate the cooperation.
Goals.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and put my spear in. It's the only thing I have on me.
I have this stick. Do you care about a stick?
Not particularly.
Right. I kind of get it.
You kind of look like a big stick, so.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Surprising, I'm sure.
Everybody tells me I look like my uncle.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Well, been a pleasure.
I don't know why. I just thought that was really funny.
We take like a key with us or something, or is it just a little passcode?
Command wood.
Okay. Alright.
Which you guys can all assign at your discretion.
Yeah.
The silver-haired guy just kind of comes back. Right, everything in order?
Oh yes.
Have any questions about business or anything?
I don't think so.
Very well then. Enjoy the market.
Thank you. Oh, told them meet with the merchant princes. Is there a specific place for that?
Oh yes, I can take it there. I'm on my way there now.
Oh, fantastic. I guess let's head there first.
I can show you where it is, and then if you want to.
Okay, yeah, let's do
anything,
that. Let's do that. Yeah. I want to shop.
He's kind of leisurely strolls his way over to that stone circular tower in the center of town. Right, well, the general city is split into 5 main districts for each of the merchant princes to oversee a particular brand. That direction are arms, armor, defense, that sort of thing. The merchant princes manage. The merchant prince who manages that side of things happens to be me. Off in that direction, most of the agricultural goods, feed, seed, animals, those sorts of things. Exotic plants, vegetables, meats. Off to that side, entertainment and written works. So any sorts of books, histories, plays, works of art, works of fiction, as well as whatever sorts of entertainment you might like to procure during your stay.
Oh.
Try to keep everything above board, but we do have some, well, you know. Off down to that direction will be your rare materials and luxury goods. Things like gemstones and fine crafted items, antiques, these sorts of things. And then, of course, on that side, magical items.
Fantastic.
Obviously, lots of traffic that way. But if you are looking for something that doesn't necessarily meet one of those 5 rather archaic categories, rest assured you will find it somewhere in town here. It's a question of where exactly it might be. If you would like to meet with the rest of the princes, just head into the central tower and make an appointment, and we will do our best. Could I inquire as to what the nature of your visit will be?
Yes, well, I'm a little bit confused, you see, because we're here to meet with Octavius, not really here to meet with you all.
Oh, yes. Unfortunately, Octavius does not receive many visitors.
Not even from...
Yes, from his sister, yes?
Yes?
Well, he would receive his sister.
Not
But
messengers from...
He doesn't busy himself with it. We are delegates as you are.
well, we'd appreciate to get this to him.
We can deliver to him if it is urgent.
Well, I mean, I guess the letter is more or less to introduce us to him, but I guess that seems like it doesn't matter.
As we said, our Lord has many important affairs to contend with. He delegates most of the work off to us, as it seems Ophelia has delegated her work off to you.
So perhaps if this got delivered to him, then he would possibly meet with us.
It could be, yes. I do not pretend to know the inner workings of his mind.
Okay.
I will deliver it to him, and either way, you can be received by us who have his ear. And perhaps he will decide to hear you out himself.
I would appreciate that.
Dallin Leicester, by the way.
That's going to be my next question. Pleasure. You said you were in charge of the armor and arms?
Yes, the blacksmiths, the forges, the armories, as well as hiring the defense and protection and maintaining the walls of the place.
Swords of Master.
Yes, and the few that we get from Tanagra.
Huh. Right, well, we'll take a look around your city here, and then soon enough I suppose we can meet with you if you still feel like
Yes,
we need
if
to.
it is, might I inquire as to what the nature of your visit is? I assume it is explained in this letter, but this is written for Lord
Yes.
Octavius, not for myself.
Probably easier to explain all at once, because there will be a lot of questions.
Right, but the nature of your visit will determine when we are able to see you. If we could have something of a hint as to what it might be related to. Or not. That's fine. I can see what I can do.
Celeste, send it.
It's about relations with other entities outside of your immediate realm.
Diplomatic, if you will.
We offer aid, and in exchange we seek some of our own.
We'd
I'll see
like
what
to
I
make
can do.
friends with Grasswind, at least.
I would not imagine that you will be able to speak with us tonight, but perhaps tomorrow morning. Come by. I'll see what I am able to do.
Okay.
More than
In the meantime, enjoy the city.
Appreciate
There are taverns off to the south near where you came in, as well as lodging in that general area if you wish to stay the night, which I assume you do.
Sounds like.
Most of the merchants work round the clock, so buy and sell as you see fit.
All right. Well, hopefully see you tomorrow morning.
Indeed. Kind of heads into that tower.
Okay. Well,
Is anybody else weirded out by this place?
Yeah.
yes, and I had an immediate thought, but let's walk away from the tower first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's head towards the armor section
Okay.
as we're walking. I kind of feel like I wanted to wait till that guy comes back out with our letter and tail him. Just make sure it gets to the guy.
I get the distinct impression it might not.
That's why I'd like to follow his movements. If he comes out of there and goes anywhere, really.
Do you think you're able?
Well, I think I'm able. That is, in fact, one of my signature jobs.
One of the things that you do.
That is, yes. That's one of these bands I have on me. That's for.
Yeah, is there going to be any good or bad that would come from wearing those here?
No, look around and see if other people have them on.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Nope. Not immediately.
You don't see any immediately now, but you also don't seem to be drawing any unwanted attention from it.
Yeah. And I figured, with the Swords of Aster out there, they didn't make a stink about it, so...
Fair enough. I think we can find ways to occupy ourselves while we wait for whatever it is they're going to do.
Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
I am concerned. So if we do find out that this letter didn't get to the Octavius, what then? Do we send in to Ophelia and let her know that?
Well, I could just pop in and say hi to her.
That is an option.
That's an option.
Octavius?
Yeah.
This assumes that we know where he is.
Is there like a big place where we could assume that he would be, or?
Just that tower.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I suppose I couldn't tell him if he's probably in there.
Mm-hmm.
The real question is going to be, if you are right and it doesn't make it to him, is it going to be because he wants it that way, or because the people that he put in charge took too much charge?
My immediate impression about coming here, I don't have any reason to actually distrust this guy, but my immediate feeling
But
is
you
that
distrust him
perhaps,
anyway.
yes, but I do that with most people. And my immediate feeling that I have is that perhaps good old merchant princes would like to rule this section of the place, and maybe the Shutaway man is Shutaway because they'd like to rule this place. But I don't know.
It's kind of the impression I had as well.
That is an idea that I have, but I don't know if that would be true or not.
Glad
And,
I'm just glad I'm not the only one who pulled that same thought out of thin air.
yeah. I don't know, who knows? Maybe they're just... I don't know.
We don't know these people, and yet...
Yes, I met him 5 seconds ago, but... Well, I'll maybe hang around the entrance while you guys do shopping. I'll keep an eye out. Or... I don't know.
Do you have a way to contact us if you find anything, or do we just wait for you to appear?
I could find you over at the magical weapons area, I guess.
Sure.
All right.
Oh, which, by the way, could you sell my bow, please?
We can
try.
Would you like me to sell it?
I certainly feel like buying and selling would be better done by you.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
I think I have the best bet of it, but at the same time, I wouldn't get as good of a price.
Alright, I'll keep a lookout for a little bit, and then I'll come back to sell our stuff.
All right.
Also, while we're here, I haven't used this in a while, but it just feels right. Let me use the Hat of Disguise and do just generic
yes.
elf man.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can be my cousin.
Okay. You become bishop.
An elf.
Oh my god.
Good enough.
Alright. Glad to meet you, Joe Bishop. Go ahead, go sell your stuff. Or buy your stuff.
Ness Bishop.
Yeah.
Instead of Lucas. Alright.
Oh my god.
Rook, how long do you wait by the tower?
What time of day is it right now?
It's like an hour after sundown at this point. Oh, no, wait, sorry. Hour after sun up.
Okay.
You guys got there in the early morning.
Alright.
So business is starting to kind of move.
Is this area right in front of the tower crowded, or not really?
It's pretty well trafficked throughout the whole town. Nothing more than anywhere else. You do start to see some people kind of coming through, some caravans coming through.
I'll stick around there for like, I feel like maybe a few hours.
Alright.
Like maybe 3. But I wanted to both keep a lookout specifically for him coming out, and also for people with bands on them.
Okay, so make a perception check for me.
Yeah. Okay, 17.
You do see a couple of other people come out of that tower over the course of the next few hours, not specifically Dallin. You see this human woman with kind of tawny skin, probably in her 30s, as well as this very dark, like charcoal black-skinned tiefling man with kind of a gray beard. They both have the red sash on their arm as well.
Do they go somewhere together?
No, they both leave separately. One of them, the human woman, heads off towards the kind of agriculture section, and the tiefling man heads towards the entrance, and then seems to be wandering around, just kind of chatting with people that are coming in, like he's expecting some of them.
Okay. Alright.
As far as people of the subtler arts, you do see a number of people with triple bands on their right wrist, as well as couple anklets, and a handful of brass swords as well.
Just so I can do a refresher, for people, offering jobs, that's not any.
So people offering jobs will come
or
to
is
you.
That... Yeah, okay. Alright.
Y'all, what are you looking for?
I think we probably, since none of us are the convincing individuals, or at least not on the level of Rook,
Definitely not in level of Rook.
maybe
No.
we just spend some time seeing what there is that interests us, look around, and then wait for him to
Yeah.
show back up and be like, hey, look at this shop we found.
Okay.
Peruse.
Yeah.
There
So I
are
guess
a lot of the stuff that you see here is mundane, in the equipment section especially, just like really nice crafted armor and weapons. There are a couple of oddities. There is a shop that seems to specialize in like whips specifically. There is a shop that specializes in, seems like rings, as you kind of are just kind of doing a loop of the whole place. Had good number of potion shops as well. And Cinder, something specifically catches your eye as being a shop that's kind of built into an enormous magically constructed tree stump, and it says Tilda's Woodland on the entrance, and it seems to be a druid themed equipment store.
Interesting. I
want to check it out.
Obviously, I want to look at that one. I also am kind of curious about why there's a store in the equipment section dedicated to ring. So
It's not in. It's kind of on the border between the equipment and the magic items.
Oh.
There's kind of some overflow.
I feel like that one would also be worth just looking at while we're
Yeah.
tree first, then rings.
Yeah.
No tree store.
So you head into the tree store, and you do see there are a number of druid-looking folk just kind of walking around taking a look at stuff. They're like mannequins with some interesting armor set up on them, some shields, all of which seem to be made out of plant-based matter. And the proprietor seems to be a Firbolg woman with this kind of long aquamarine hair down to the floor. And she's just kind of going around, just kind of chatting with people.
Just kind of peruse a little bit while she is and wait for her to eventually go by.
She does eventually kind of approach you guys. Hello. Welcome.
Hello.
Haven't seen any of you in here before.
Our first trip to Grasswind.
Oh, well, if any of you is a druid who find yourselves in a scrap of any sort regularly, then this is the right spot for you.
It's interesting venue to have in the middle of the town.
Well, I do, when you specialize, as I have, you can find yourself some pretty solid customer base.
So I'm impressed by specifically the building you seem to have created here. Did you?
Yeah, I did. That was with spells and also with the help of some items.
Interesting. Been learning how to target growth myself, but struggling a bit.
Growth is it can be difficult, but like I said, I have items that help with that.
Sure, certainly I'd be interested in seeing.
Well, they're a little bit on the. You guys seem like a well-adorned lot, but I've got two things that sort of pertain to that might be interesting to you. She kind of goes to what seems to be like a locked bag of holding and withdraws this, what looks like kind of like a gnarled root that seems to be emitting smoke from one end.
Good.
Now this one, you can plant it in the ground, and eventually it creates like a house under the ground, like a small room, comfortable enough, like kind of like the size of a small cottage. And then there's a stump that works as like a door.
Interesting.
If you know the plant growth spell, you can also use that to kind of redesign what it looks like on the inside and modify it. And if you're one who walks with the animals of nature, as I think you probably are, while you're within it, you'll be able to sense things that are around.
And I assume once it is used, you've created it and it remains.
Yep. It'll stay. You can't use it again, obviously, but it'll stay put. It's not like a magic thing anymore at that point. It's just kind of a natural thing.
And it's become a thing. Interesting.
Now, I do have something else which I'm not gonna necessarily show you because it's extremely rare, but I can tell you about it, and if you're interested, we could discuss potential purchase. But it's basically that, but really, really big. That it's what I use to make this. But you can basically get like something like a 300-foot tall tree with like actual like rooms inside it and floors that you can kind of customize and modify. And this particular one that I have is actually rarer than the one that I used to make this one because it comes with protection, like guardians.
Wow.
Like there are spirits associated with it and tied to it.
Sounds very interesting. Fortunately, we really have a permanent home.
Well, if you ever wanted one, that would be a good way to do it.
Sounds like it. But I imagine it would cost what you would expect to create something of that
Oh,
magnitude.
yeah, definitely. And that's actually one that I found. So I don't even know exactly the full extent of what it does.
Found.
There are a lot of I take it you haven't been around Tycon much.
No, we're very new.
There's a lot of like underground kind of ruins and areas around the whole continent. They say the monsters left behind before Laroth's conquest. Most of them haven't even been discovered in the last 600 years. But people go out and find stuff in them all the time. That's kind of how Grasswind started up.
Interesting.
These guys had really intricate underground, like whole buildings and tunnels and temples and stuff.
We have heard of and seen a few in our travels, artifacts of people long past the saints.
Hmm.
Such sounds sort of like that, but if
Yeah,
there was anything around
Sort
here,
of, but yeah, it's not even like religious in nature. These things, it's just these, whatever
Just
these, whatever these monsters got into, they like had really complicated stuff. I
spend
guess
any
part of
money.
what they were doing to terrorize the land before Laros' conquest.
sounds like it would be worth exploring if we spend any significant amount of time.
Definitely, that's what a lot of people do. They go find stuff and then they can sell it here. And if they can't sell it here, they can sell it in Tarmaran probably.
We have been there.
Now, if you're the types of folks that often find yourselves in situations like that, dungeon crawling kind of things, we got some armor and some weapon, well, a weapon and some shields that might interest you.
Sure. I'd have to look.
Kind of like takes you over to a couple of these mannequins. There's this one shield that just kind of looks like a plank of wood covered with some moss. Now, this one, again, if you're one whose paws touch the peaty ground, it's just a shield that's good, and when you change forms, you still get it acts kind of like as vines that wrap around you and protect you. I don't know how often you use that ability, but
I walk a different path.
well, this one might interest you then. Kind of looks like a similar one, but slightly more refined. This is similar. It's a good shield that you'll be able to use because it's wood and grass. And it also has a command that you can use to make like a wall of trees appear in front of you.
Interesting.
So that's good for defense. More on the offensive side, there's this well, there's sort of like it's basically a boomerang, but it works. It's another thing that's good for us folks who don't like to use metal.
Imagine. It sounds at least.
Yeah, it's vaguely magical. You can hit pretty fast with it. It pairs really nicely with a shillelagh.
Ah.
And then more on the armor side, we got a couple of things actually over here. We got this chain. It is a I don't remember. Is chain shirt medium armor?
Chain
Shirt.
I have one in.
I think chain shirt is medium, chain is heavy.
Okay, it's a chain shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a pretty tough one. I actually made this one myself. It's a chain shirt, but all the links are wood. And it's all reinforced very nicely. There's this kind of like leafy kind of accent on it. It lets you kind of defend yourself with your connection to nature. So it's just like a regular chain shirt, but it's wood, so you know somebody who doesn't use metal could still use it. And it also would add some of your own connection to nature would help defend you.
That one sounds very
You
interesting.
can add your wisdom modifier to your armor class to a maximum of +2. And the last one is a really nice one. It's kind of a similar deal, but it's scale mail. I actually made this from a sequoia tree. Kind of looks like a big pine cone, but it makes your armor better. And this is actually kind of fun. You walk a different path, you said, but if you ever did want to transform, you could turn into a tree. Have you ever wondered what it's like to be a tree?
I just kind of look at Celeste. I mean, take off the hat.
Oh, you could already do that.
Well, fuck this. No.
Well, you don't need that then.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
she
imagine
just kind
this
of
is-
like looks down at the spirit. Ah, Clearly one that keeps the hearth burning.
Yes, that has been
Very nice.
what I've been practicing, at least.
Well, this would make you a bigger tree.
I mean, do you have any interest in being a bigger tree, Cinder?
40 feet tall.
That's pretty big.
Now, you wouldn't...
Does it just turn you into a tree?
Yeah,
and
you
just
wouldn't...
sit there?
I mean, you can kind of shuffle around a little bit, but you can't really, move per se. But it's really good if you're in a bind. You turn into a big tree. And you can still, like, see and hear and stuff, and you get, to feel things in the ground.
But you can't move.
Yeah, no, it's just to turn into a tree.
Is it like a once a day or once a week thing?
It's however often you could turn into an animal, you could instead
Oh, turn into a
become
tree.
a 40-foot tall, 5-foot wide evergreen tree with branches that extend 10 feet away in all directions.
And does it have actions, or are you just a tree?
You can use your actions to wiggle around or revert to normal form.
Okay.
Move branch.
Photosynthesis.
Great
Yeah.
sky.
So, like,
Yeah.
if somebody needs to have a leg up on something to climb somewhere, or a vantage point at which to shoot an enemy, possibilities are like 4.
Right? there are
Reforestation?
there are several possibilities.
Yeah.
I mostly made
More
this
than-
one to see if I could. But the more important part of this is that it's scale mail, and you get an additional little boost to your armor from it.
That's pretty good.
Scales 14. Yeah. That one would interest me. How much would that be?
That's a great question. Maybe I should take a look. It's a... I'm thinking... I could probably call that somewhere around 4,000 gold.
I see.
You would have to spend a little bit of time with this one and attune to it. This one would require... Actually, most of the things that we've looked at today would require attunement.
That's fine. When we're not in a town full of people who don't know me, I tend to not wear the hat anyway. How much for the other armor? I guess it's just chain.
That one would probably be about the same. They're both equally as difficult to make.
And the chain shirt was just you can use wisdom, but otherwise it's just a druid
It's just
chain
it's
shirt.
chain shirt. The calculation would be 13 plus Dex max 2 plus Wiz max 2.
Oh, so you can apply both.
It's just chain shirt with extra gravy.
Oh, okay.
And the other one is +1 scale mail that lets you turn into a tree.
Would there be...
Into a big tree.
I kind of like
Big old
the tree.
tree.
It's dumb, but it's funny.
It's just funny. It's just a
Um,
big tree now.
Also,
like
how much?
T-posing with tree.
Also, how
Yeah,
much? for the tree
legit
wall
T-pose.
shield?
The tree wall
Tree pose.
shield, let's see. That one is... That one would be more expensive. That one is a...
Oh.
It's very rare. It's a +1 shield.
Ooh.
And that one would probably run you... probably closer to 10.
Oh, we don't have that right now.
The specifics on that one are... Yeah, it's a very rare shield. Requires attunement. It gives you a +1 in addition to the normal +2 from a shield. You can use an action to speak the command word to create a wall of up to 12 trees on a solid surface within 120 feet of you. Each tree is 5 feet across, 20 feet tall, and must be contiguous with another tree, or you can make a ring. It's basically wall of wood. And you can
Cool.
and the trees all have an armor class and hit points.
Huh.
And while you're within 30 feet of the wall, you can see through them and attack through them normally. Or when you make a melee weapon attack while within 30 feet of one or more of the trees, you can make the attack as if you were within one of the tree spaces.
Interesting. Not 10k friendly yet, but
But
yeah.
you do have
cool.
to concentrate on the wall.
think you're forgetting the other incredible item here, boomerang.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah, the
ask. I did
boomerang
not
was-
forget the tree boomerang.
Boomerang,
Wow, it's a
it's a club that has the thrown property, 2060. If you use Shillelagh on it, it works even if it's thrown. If you miss, you can immediately make another ranged attack roll against a different creature within 5 feet of the original target. And whether or not you hit or miss, it returns back to you automatically after the attack.
Dong.
How much is that one?
And that is... That's rare, technically, but it doesn't feel like it's quite as good.
It's a club.
Seems like it's about as good as a +1 weapon, so I would say... maybe a little bit more. Probably 1,000 for that.
Super boomerang.
Well, this has been very interesting, but
for repeat customers or bulk buys, I'm always interested in I can always do discounts. If you have anything that might be of interest to a shop like mine, I will do trades or buybacks or whatever.
And is there any other things that, like, services that you'd offer discount for, or like?
Well, such as what?
Yeah, some people have things that need to get
like
done.
favors
and...
I need done. No,
Yeah,
I'm
favors.
pretty self-reliant over here. Kind of have to be.
understandable.
But if you find anything cool and druidy, I would always be happy to take a look.
I have one thing. I'll take out the Amulet of Equilibrium, the one that occasionally lets me do a little more fire damage.
Also, be right back.
Show
Well,
her
that's
that.
interesting. She kind of
Let's
takes
see.
a look at it.
Lets you periodically use a little bit of energy within to improve elemental magic. I, being one who warms the hearth, get that usage out of it, but not as often as I might like.
Yeah. Well, this is pretty interesting. I'd be interested in it just from a purely scientific perspective. I could probably give you 500 for it, or knock 500 off the price of something else.
Okay. Keep that in mind, but I think I would be remiss to try to spend too much right now before the rest of my chance to grow.
That's fair.
It's here mostly to me. But I do thank you for showing me
Yeah.
around.
It's nice to see familiar, similarly inclined folks.
Put the hat back on. I think I'm done here unless anybody wants to look at anything. I imagine, Millicent, you don't want a tree shield.
No. Not with my weapon. I kind of need both hands on deck for that, so.
Yeah, seems right.
But it is very interesting.
I'll find a way to politely leave.
Okay, you can do that. Easy enough.
Like,
Why is everything expensive?
I don't know. I don't understand this concept.
I like tree place, but
I mean,
money
it's some
is
pretty cool
weird.
stuff. You can turn into a big tree. I thought that was pretty cool.
Super tree fort.
It is kind of, yeah, it is kind of cool, but also like,
Yeah.
what is? Okay. We can keep looking around. Is there anything you wanted to try to find? Curious about ring shop, but we can check anything.
I just kind of want to explore. I eventually do want to go to like the meat shop since there's a big
I imagine
food
there
a
area.
meat shop.
There are probably
Boy.
several options.
So I do want to
for
get
you.
there eventually to get some treats for us, but it's not like high on priority.
Let's see.
But I want to just explore there later.
Good. Yes, Celeste, was there anything you wanted to see?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I could just poke around in the, like, magical item section. It's gonna be way
Yeah.
too expensive, but if there's anything...
Yeah, if this shop taught us anything, it's that we're
Yeah.
probably underfunded for this place.
Yeah.
But worth looking. Millicent wants to find meat. I'm sure you're shocked.
What no, I thought broccoli was your favorite thing.
Bleh. Broccoli.
Yeah.
I see. I've made an incorrect judgment. Let's
I
go
don't-
see magical items.
I don't eat tiny trees.
Bleh, tiny trees.
You have
Do
to
we
let
want
them
to
grow.
Weed.
Do we want to see what that ring shop was?
Yeah, I do want to look at that.
Curious
Sounds
what that's about.
Sure. That's just gonna be very expensive.
Yep, probably.
Yeah.
Still.
Oh yeah.
Head on in there. It looks like you're basically like walking into a Zales. Like everything in glass cases, pillows, with rings atop them, and flitting about these places, chatting with customers, is a person that looks like a gnome, but like with craggy purple skin. You have not, I don't believe, run across a deep gnome in your travels. But that's what this fellow is. Bald-headed, lots of earrings, and obviously lots of flashy jewelry. That's what it looks up. Ah, new customers.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
New to the area. This walking around. This looked
Well,
interesting.
if you like magical rings and mundane rings for that matter, you've walked into the right shop.
We're always interested in seeing magical anything. Seems to be very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Name is Pizzles.
Cinder.
Nice. What kind of rings y'all in the market for?
We were mostly perusing, so
I don't think we know.
yeah.
All right.
What should we look at?
What kind of business are you in for the most part? You campaigners, you rat catchers, you dungeon crawlers, a little bit of little column A, little column B.
Mostly the last one lately, but yeah, a lot of mixed bag.
Well, got the usual kind of stuff, you know, ring of protection. Makes you a little stronger against magic, a little stronger against weapons. You know, ring of mind shielding stops folks from reading your thoughts. Keeps your brain in there in case you die. That's always handy. Ring of evasion makes it easy to avoid stuff that's nasty. Ring of jumping. I feel like that one's pretty self-explanatory. Ring of spell storing. Good in this economy. You know, the ring of rituals. That one's nice. Makes you a little bit faster to do ritual spells if that's your bag. You know, ring of honor gives you a little bit of everything. You can make yourself a little bit stronger, or a little bit more armored, or a little bit healthier, or a little bit braver. You know, depending on what you feel like doing that day. You got this one here. Just kind of pulls. It looks like a little tiny arrow that's just bent into a circle. Ring of volleys. That's nice if you use a bow. Just kind of gives you a arrow whenever you need one.
Oh.
What was that one with the,
This one's cursed. I wouldn't take that one probably. I need to get that fixed.
All right, noted.
Mhm.
What was the one you mentioned that does kind of a little bit of everything? That sounded interesting.
Oh yeah, the ring of honor. So he just kind of like goes over to a case and kind of opens it up and takes out this ring that looks like a crown. Right. So this can hold a certain number of charges. I think it's 5. Anytime you kill something that's trying to kill you, gets a charge. And once you fill it up, you can use it to give you a little extra boost. And you can choose from a couple of different things.
That's interesting.
Yeah. How much would
much?
that cost?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see.
Let's hear it.
Oh yeah. It sounds cool,
Do your
so it's gotta
worst.
be.
Probably
Let's hear
about
Yeah.
those sales prices.
2,500.
Oh, yeah.
That's not the word. I
Alright.
thought that was,
Yeah.
you know?
We try to be affordable here, okay?
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
You have to spend some time with it.
No. Strange voice of a man that's not in the room.
Hear our friend's thoughts from.
Incredible.
What about for what about one just for protection? How much is that going for?
Those ones are pretty nice. Those are a little bit on the spicier side. I'd probably want about 3,000 for that.
Okay.
Couple. Just out of curiosity, the arrow one.
Oh,
arrow.
that one's a pretty simple enchantment. I could probably part with that one for 300 gold.
And do you have a... I don't want to make you have to repeat what you just said. Do you have a written list of all the rings you have currently, or is it just...
Yeah, pretty much it's what I said, plus a couple of these that are a little bit on the heftier side. You know that thing where like you step away from somebody that's trying to kill you and they smack you? This one makes them really not be able to do that very well.
Wow.
Oh.
And then the last one, you might actually be interested in this one, given that it is very moon related, and I can see from your regalia that that's a thing that you might like.
Okay.
You can do all kinds of fucked up gravity shit with this one.
What does that mean?
And I'm sure that's gonna run probably closer to 10.
That would go for probably a bit more than that.
For that kind of magic,
Basically, you create this aura around you of like really heavy shit, so that you can really make people get totally fucked up by it, and overwhelm them, make them go ouch, make them fall down. Or you can just reverse the gravity and send them into the fucking sky. Always a fun time as well.
Do you
I'd
have
probably want about 13k for that.
Okay. What was the name of it? Is that from Moonring?
The Ring of Lunar Might.
Oh.
All right.
Be back for that one.
And the other one was a Ring of Misdirection, the one that makes people not be able to smack you when you step away.
Not bad, but gravity ring. Well, very interesting, very impressive, but I think we should not take more of your time.
Alright, well, you know where to find us if you change your mind.
Yeah.
That we do.
We also have, regular rings that aren't magical, but I just kind of figured from the look of y'all that you weren't probably as interested in those.
Yeah, that's not exactly why we're here today.
No.
Good read.
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, thank you.
Of course.
Mhm.
Let's head out.
Yeah.
Interesting
pretty cool,
items,
right?
even though they're out of
Yeah.
budget.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we could buy the arrow ring and that's about it.
Yeah. Or
We'll keep-
have Rook come back and sell his bow and hopefully just barely get enough to get you that armor.
Imagine Rook will have to sell his bow somewhere else. And we'll probably have to talk about what we're looking for here. I don't think I'll be able to afford anything of import by myself, so it's a matter of us deciding as a group what we...
Yeah. But there are some good options so far.
Yeah,
So.
and I think you're right, Celeste. We should go to the magic side of town and
Mhm.
see what ridiculousness must be over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm totally fine with pulling my money for one of
Mhm.
you guys because ultimately
Yeah.
what we need to buy is things that are going to keep us alive in the next coming weeks.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really use my money except to buy food, so
Yeah.
I do not mind sharing. So let's keep walking. Let's go towards the magic item stuff.
Curious now.
Yeah.
How bad can it be? Let's find out. Answer: very.
Yeah, there's a lot of shops here.
Mhm.
Anything your heart desires, pretty much. Most of it fairly on the pricey side.
Hmm.
Is there anything in specific that you're looking for?
Do we want to try find more flying stuff
Sure.
just to see what their prices are?
Worth looking at.
Yeah. And maybe see if there's any more armor types around here and just make sure we get a decent glance at everything.
I was also thinking,
Mhm.
saw an area that looked plant related. Thought that might.
Mhm.
You would be able to find a pair of winged boots for sale at this cobbler shop for about 5,000 gold. And also a rather large flying carpet.
Oh,
Hmm.
But for an exorbitant amount of money that you can
yeah, yeah, probably. Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look, let's. A dream to have one of those, and it's not today.
Yeah.
I mean, we basically have a hopper, which is also awesome. So
Yeah,
Oh.
And we have seatbelts at least.
that's true. Let's see what else.
Alright. Well, is there anything here that's like, I know we were in the armor side, but is there any other like magical shields or stuff like that around
Or like
here?
enchantments. Like, can people do enchantments on weapons, shields?
Generally, people here are just buying and selling.
Okay.
As far you can do an investigation check if you want to look for shields of variety.
Can I look for shields and also continue looking for anything that could work for Cinder or Millicent?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
It
Give myself
shouldn't
guidance.
be. Yeah. Oh.
Okay, well.
Max.
As far as stuff for Cinder goes, it seems like that druid shop is really the primary place where you're gonna find stuff that's specific to what he needs.
feels right.
You're able to find most of the kind of basic shields that are for sale. There are +1 and +2 shields available for purchase in most of the armorers. One of them also has an animated shield for sale.
How much?
He is asking 7,000 gold for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
And as far as something that could be useful for Millicent, somebody is selling a pair of bracers of defense
Ooh.
for 5,000.
Okay, we'll think about it. It's on there. Maybe there's stuff I can sell.
Well,
Let's say at some point you guys
Oh.
will reconvene with Rook as well.
Yeah.
Would anybody be withholding about the amount of money that they have, or could we just ask you to tell us how much is on the party sheet total so we know what's in the realm of possibility?
I'm not withholding anything.
The party's got about 3,500 gold.
Cool.
Okay.
There's our
Plus,
budget. Whatever.
Yeah.
it's called.
plus some
Plus,
silver, copper, but yeah. Oh wait, I
yeah,
don't.
I
Guess nobody has any platinum.
We all
Yeah.
converted it.
yeah, I converted.
Me too.
I converted my silver too.
Yeah, you guys have like 3,500 gold to play with.
After I'm done staking out the tower, I'll leisurely stroll around the place, advertising my.
Okay. Yeah, you are pretty quickly approached by this copper warforged individual
Okay.
who is wearing he's got a number of rings on several fingers, as well as a couple of anklets.
Okay.
He seems to just be kind of wearing like very basic leather. He just kind of like around like noon, he just kind of like saunters up to you He's like, this guy, they
Hello.
let you into this town?
I'm afraid so.
Huh.
I just called in. How's it been? How's it been?
It's been good. It's been good. Been on my own lately. You know, kind of hard to get a footing in some places, but it's been good. How's you? How's you?
I know I'm also traveling solo at the moment, but you know I'm
Very nice.
looking for friends around the place. Good to see a familiar face.
Always good.
How's your folks?
You know, been touch and go, but but not too bad, I don't think. Been a while since I talked to him, but
Of course.
You know, all the the 3 grandkids, just really crazy stuff. Anyways, me and a couple of guys, this guy's voice is all over the place. Me and a couple of guys were gonna go to one of the big taverns down on the south around midnight tonight. If you were interested in catching up.
I'd be happy to. What's the name of the place?
Not really a name, just kind of the big red tent. Should miss it.
Oh, all right, you got it. Well, I'll be looking forward to it. Any specific time?
Yeah, midnight.
All right. Well, it's been a pleasure seeing you again.
Yeah. Walks away.
All right. I'll go find the group. Hello, you all.
Ah, he returns.
Didn't see our man leave. I saw some of the other red sash people leave, but it wasn't really to anywhere of note. Seemed as best I could imagine, one went to their own section and one went to the front and talked to people. So, how was the window shopping?
This place is very expensive.
A lot of
very
very
cool.
nice goods, but
Mhm.
yeah, they're
Imagine.
at a high price.
The window
while I
shall
was-
stay.
While I was sitting there contemplating things, I was thinking of 2 things I might want to look into, but one of them might be a little cheaper because it's a spell scroll. But if I could find an item that does the thing for me, that would be nice. I want to be able to comprehend languages or be able to speak to other things in languages I don't understand. If we come across monsters on those mountains at some point in our lives, I think it'd be cool for me to be able to actually just talk to them instead of us just outright have to fight them all the time.
That's fair. I could also just prepare
Tongues.
tongs, yeah.
Can you cast that on someone else?
Yeah.
Oh. But that's, it's
Well,
kind
there
of
we go.
it's kind of up there though, right?
It's 3rd level, but I mean, I usually hoard 3rd levels anyhow, so, well,
Yeah.
hoard as much as I can, but
That's an action to cast, yeah? Or is that longer?
action to cast.
I'll see how much scroll is, just in case there's a moment that comes up. Because it's a bard spell as well.
That's a 3rd level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scroll would run 400 gold.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Actually,
don't know about
probably a little more than that.
that. Alright.
Not too much more.
Did you want me to sell some stuff?
Yeah. This armor, and
The Mariner's one, right?
yeah. God,
That and my bow?
I guess so.
Did you all find anything interesting?
Yeah, Senda found some armor that can turn him into a tree.
A big
Oh.
tree.
Yeah, a
Like,
big tree.
Big tree.
Wow.
A whole ass
Incredible.
evergreen.
Do you want that?
The applications of which I am less certain of, but it did sound funny. But there is also just
I could think of like 6 situations.
well, in the shop we were provided with 4, so you're already doing better than the proprietor.
I have a creative mind.
About a similar cost was armor that would just defend me really good. So that
Oh, well, was
might
that-
be a little better.
relatively affordable.
4K ish.
That's something we can pool our money together and get.
If we scraped everything together, we'd still be 500 short.
Do you think she'd be interested in Myrna's armor and this bow? If I were to tell a tall tale about it?
Her, no. Someone else, maybe.
Hmm.
Well, the Mariner's armor, maybe. She could wear it.
Not the bow?
Let's
It's made of wood. And magic.
try. I would not have high hopes from this place in particular, but you could certainly try.
Hmm,
Yeah,
okay.
she's it's a druid store for druids.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, we can sell the Myrna's armor somewhere else that
Does
deals in
armor
Yeah.
make and would pay more? Hopefully, maybe. I don't know.
Yes. Yeah, let's do that one first. See how much we get for that, and then we go to her. I'll offer the bow and whatever amount that breaks down the armor to. We can see what that ends up as.
I also
Yeah.
have my little amulet that occasionally lets me burn things slightly better. She said she'd take it for 500, so
How much was the armor?
4 or 5, 4 and change, somewhere in there.
Okay.
I really hope you guys wrote down the prices that I told you, because
I wrote approximates, so if you gave a hard number, we're looking at the VOD.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what as well. I have a little something I can go see about tonight and make quite a bit.
Ah.
New friends.
Yes, yes. And if I heard him correctly, he says grandchildren, yes? I can make quite a bit. I'm talking hundreds in platinum.
Oh.
Sure, go talk to your scary friends. I'm sure that.
I would love to.
Only good.
But I'm gonna go talk to them around midnight. I was thinking perhaps Mills, would you like to accompany me?
Can I? Yes.
would
What
you
are we
like to go
doing?
do crimes?
Yeah. Some kind of
You
crime.
won't be participating in the crime part, depending on the job. But
Okay. I mean, if
I
they're
I would
okay
like,
with that,
I would
I'd
like you to come with me to the location, just for
Yeah,
my own
yeah.
safety.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, thank you.
The last time we did like this, a building blew up.
Well, you know what? I don't
It's
care about
fine.
Grasswind,
We already passed that.
Yeah.
This is to make money. This is so we can get cool stuff for
Yeah.
us, so we can live.
This
It's
is
morally
important.
right because it results in me getting cool stuff.
That's right.
I don't need the cool stuff.
It's morally right because we're okay with it.
Yeah.
If it
Oh,
means we
I-
live,
I will say too, we shouldn't buy it. But I was the little tree something sounded interesting, but we have no means to actually say we have a permanent spot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of the other things at the druid shop. You could bury a little plant and then it would turn into like a house, or you could bury a bigger plant and it would turn into like a tree with many levels and guardians and stuff going on that you could like live in.
Wow.
But that involves having a place to live.
That we go back to consistently.
Just plant that one right on Rise after we take it over.
that's
This
our
land
base
is our
camp.
land.
Yeah, the other thing we saw interesting, but far outside of our budget, it's like 13k, was the Ring of Luna Might, and I can reverse or increase gravity around me,
Oh.
which is very interesting, but 13k is a steep price.
That sounds incredible, but yeah.
But also completely unattainable for us at this stage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So do we go find an inn?
well, let's go sell that armor first, yeah. Because
Oh,
we're not gonna want that anyways. Yeah, go look for it. Did you want? Oh wait, no. Because if we buy this armor, you don't need medium armor. That is the medium armor.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll just take the armor and go look around and see maybe on the magic item side that
Yeah.
we'd like to buy.
Go ahead and just do persuasion check, just for the armor.
All right.
Or the armor and the bow.
Just the armor right now.
Oh
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
400 gold.
400. How does 400 sound, Cinder?
Sounds like what you got for it.
I'll take it.
Listen, I mean,
Stinky.
I have 400 gold, Cinder.
I already have regular studded leather, so if worse comes to worse and we decide, like, selling that's not a problem.
Would you like me to see if we can buy that armor now?
If you
With
want.
the bow and your thing?
Is there anything you want to check for as well?
I mean,
Before
some
we
magic
burn all of our
loot
money
or
on
something
that.
would be nice, but
Oh, we can look for that.
I don't really want to get anything as well, though, that I have to spend any time with. Because I got my Chain of St. Rusty, my headband that makes me smart, and my Wand of Goo. And you know I can't let go of that one.
That one.
I know. I think it's actually physically stuck to your hand at this point.
That's all the goo.
Yeah, I know. Pretty sure
Yeah.
if Rook ran into a wall, he might stick to it.
Honestly, out of those three things, I would unattune to the Chain of St. Rusty first. as bad as that sounds, but I gotta be smart to make all my potions and poisons and all that shit.
And God knows you're a sticky boy.
And God knows,
That would just be illegal for Rook to get rid of that.
yeah. Alright, I'll go back to Druid Lady Place.
Yeah, we'll try that. Why not?
Okay.
Hello.
Oh hey.
I'm here with. Yes, I'm here with my friends. You've met.
Oh
earlier.
yeah.
Hello again.
I'm hoping for some sort of exchange of sorts with money and items for the armor that they were interested in.
Oh yeah, which one was that?
Not the one that turns you into a giant tree.
Oh.
Other
Yeah,
one.
That's a bummer, but I get it. It
Not so
already
much
is a
as
tree.
It's not so much as not interested as got to weigh options. You understand?
Yeah.
So of course we have the thing that you showed it before. This little was an
Mhm.
amulet. But also, look here. This is important. Pull out the bow. You see this. Have you seen?
Is that a bowl with a candle stapled to it?
Yes, but it's magical, and you see, this is from down below, from my man's people down there. You can obviously see that he's of the fire sort. Yes,
Yeah.
right. Handcrafted by his people. It's from the depths. Can't get any better than that.
Is that for real?
It is.
Make a roll.
Yep.
I'm just not saying anything.
Come on. 20.
Yeah, I could probably those two things. I could probably do 3,000 for the armor.
Sounds acceptable to me.
With the
Yes. with that
talisman
too.
and the bow, and then we're 3K?
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Fine with
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's the deal.
Cinder has 1,100 to put into that.
I
Use
can get my
whatever.
800.
I mean, I don't know. We can divvy that out more if you'd like. I have 700 I can put forward.
I'll put all of mine in because it's for me.
Alright.
Keeping
So you got 1100, right?
Yep.
Mills, how much you got?
I have 1140, so
Oh.
they put a lot. And I'm fine with that. I could put like 1,000.
Celeste, you and I put in 500?
Sure, that's fine with me.
Mm-hmm.
So then Mills only has to put in 9. If you two put 5.
Oh, right, because you have 1,100 you're putting in.
Yep.
All right, so
Oh, that's right. Okay, so
Yes.
900 for me. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You all.
Well,
Yeah.
you.
I would like you to live.
And now the spirit doesn't need to be stapled to me because I can take some more.
great.
Oh, nice.
It is in your inventory.
Appreciate the business.
Yeah. Just kind of like looking at the bow.
All right, let's go.
In retrospect, we probably should have thought about your story before we told it, considering now we can never shop there again.
We'll just
Now,
find
there
something
is-
really cool for her.
There is
and then...
one other place I want to see if they have around here. Do they have a bumblefucks in this place?
Oh my gosh, I forgot about the bumblefuck.
Roll a D100 for me.
Okay.
Do it, do
Do
it.
you really
do
need to
it.
get stickier?
No bumblefucks.
No! No, I
No.
actually wanted to buy something for Jen's son. And I thought, you know, bumblefucks would be funny. I don't know.
Thanks for flying us everywhere. I got you gum.
Yeah.
Look at candy.
I promise it's cool gum.
I mean, we can just get to a nice.
We look for meat.
That'd be a nice present for you, Millicent.
Yeah, I was going to suggest like wine
Which
or
we can
the
still
alcohol
do.
or something.
I mean, we should just head to that section, right? With all the food,
That's true.
agriculture.
Yeah, let's
Like,
head
we
over
just
there.
look-
Look at your meat selection, and I'll find a nice bottle of something for Captain Jensen.
You do see there is a sizable market for meat-related goods here. There's somebody doing like a big, you know, what's that called? Where they like roast the pig like in the ground.
Oh, like Kahlua pig.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, kind of like a Kahlua.
Kinda like-
There's a lot of those. There are lots of spit roasted things, and some people are like cooking some like really strange. Like you do see there's like one particularly large crowd gathered around somebody who is spit roasting like a young dragon,
Ew.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that.
as well as there's like a Goliath who is like cooking goblins over a fire, which nobody is really seeming that interested in.
I think that's.
No.
There's definitely a lot of meat, some of which is questionably
Yeah,
sourced.
some kind of morally gray area.
Definitely, but there is also regular meat.
yes, here we are.
Yeah.
Somebody, you can see another very popular kind of. There's like a Ramada area where somebody has this sort of vertical, basically like a giant, like a kebab roast thing. Like a big shawarma with like a rock wing stuck in.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah, you get some. There's some food here. You can definitely also buy some alcohol. Quality stuff. You guys are welcome to spend as much time and money as you desire.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna put down. Have all this gold still.
Get a 20 gold bottle of alcohol.
Basically, this is like Epcot. Like this is like it seems like some people come here specifically to eat strange foods from around the world. Although nobody seems to be partaking in the goblin.
Yeah,
That's...
A lot.
The
A
borderline-
concerning amount of people are apparently lining up to try eating the dragon.
I actually am not interested in eating the dragon.
I
Glad
get
to
the
hear it.
feeling that some bigger dragons could get real mad about that.
Yeah, that. I don't know. Let's look at this like roasted pig in the ground.
That walked by. It seems
Over
like
here.
somebody is cooking what they're calling a minotaur, but it's like very clearly just a regular cow that they chopped
Yeah.
the head off of and put on some random corpse that they found.
Mm.
Like, that's also
Looking
questionable.
like a Rob Stark over there.
Yikes. Okay.
Millicent
Look
is
away
our
from
meat.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Millicent
I was
is our
like,
meat expert. If that doesn't interest her, we should not eat it.
But the
That
pig
is
is good.
correct. Oh, good.
I will go for the pig. I'll look for like jerky
Yeah,
for
there's definitely
snacking.
that too. There's definitely that.
Maybe
too.
some-
Like see
Some
if there's like
rock
weird rock jerky or like just like different spices,
There are some
like different
some
flavors.
druids doing like basically like a what is it I'm thinking of, like a sweet tomatoes buffet with plant growth. Like they're just like custom making people salads for
Oh,
like,
nice.
a lot of money.
Creating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
never ending
But that-
possible.
It's like 10 golds worth.
Okay.
Give me different kinds of
You get
jerky.
all
Surprise me.
kinds of meat. You get all kinds of
Yeah.
meat. Very good.
Alright,
meat.
here's our dinner tonight, folks.
And
Get some chicharrones. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
hang-
Just like a variety of meat. 10 golds worth.
You do get a little piece of the rock meat. It is
Ooh.
very tough. It's not actually that good.
It's like
wow.
It's a lot of really hard muscle fibers.
Man, it was the experience that mattered.
Yeah. At least I got to eat.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
those like Turkish ice cream things. It's like you're not really there for the ice cream. You're there for the whole show.
Yeah.
Now you can say that you've eaten a rock.
That's true. Maybe I'll get the
That's
strength of a rock.
cannibalism.
Yeah.
no.
Alright, that was my entertaining bit. Okay. Thanks for letting me look at meat.
The child is happy.
Can I see if there's any like
That was a bit.
stupid common
Yeah.
magic items?
Sure.
That I don't know. That's
You can make an investigation check
okay.
as the day wears on here.
It's my eyes of might see. The advantage. Wow. 4 out of 5.
Man.
12.
You do find a wand of scowls.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah.
And a hat that summons rats.
Mhm.
A rat hat, if you will.
Do you have to attune to that?
The hat of vermin? No.
How
Read the
much
pipe.
how much are both of those?
65 gold for the hat of vermin. 60 for the wand of scowls.
I'll take them both.
Okay.
Stop, that's my water. Fuck off.
Oh, the rats are already getting in.
Goddamn rats.
Do you have a plan for the
While
hat?
holding the hat,
No.
you can use an action to expend one of its 3 charges to summon either a bat, a frog, or a rat.
oh my god.
The
I
summoned
was
creature magically appears in the hat and tries to get away from you as quickly as possible. It is neither friendly nor hostile. It is a rat.
Excellent.
It is not under your control. It is a rat.
Oh,
And it disappears after an hour.
I was thinking it would be funny to give that to Roger.
Just for shits and giggles.
I don't know. I gotta have another card up my sleeve for who knows when.
No, it's another rat up your sleeve.
Another rat or bat up my sleeve.
A frog. When you're really
frog.
feeling.
That's if we're on. That's when we get to the depths.
Why?
It's already planning.
Is there things for those that you can put in my?
Oh, sure.
There's about
regrets.
to be.
Thanks.
The regret is there.
Listen, I can't regret anything more than I regret the wand of viscid globs. Anything after that is just gravy.
Goo wand.
The hat of vermin.
I come back to the roof. Look what I found! Ha! And I do the one of scowls on Celeste.
How is that any different? All right,
It's fine.
What
Celeste,
is the point?
make a charisma saving throw.
Maybe it'll turn into like a extra, like a Looney Tunes frown, you know? Yeah.
Like a fucking flapjack close up. Celeste
Yep.
scowls for 1 minute.
Lo and behold,
It works, I think.
My face hurts.
It's perfect.
No, it's not.
It's like Celeste, she's just like,
is that
Sorry, Celeste.
supposed?
It'll be just a moment.
Are you really sorry? Are you?
Oh,
What's with that hat?
what? What's wrong with it?
I'm gonna say it looks like a raccoon hat, like the
Yeah.
Davy Crockett.
Crockett
like-
Well, I didn't like it.
What? Listen, I know you're eccentric, but also
Just thought I'd try a new style, you know?
in the form of a raccoon.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. How long does it take to summon a new thing out of that?
It's an action.
I mean, how long does it recharge or whatever?
Dawn.
Okay.
I'll give you your rats
That's more
back
than
at dawn.
minutes.
It's just a new pack. Oh, wait, what? Wait a second. Oh, it's just a rat goes. Oh, how am I getting there? Anyways.
Say what you will about America, but 65 gold still gets you a hell of a lot of rats.
Oh my god.
Eccentric
Now I
is
have a reason to frown.
Eccentric is a kind word for the situation we are currently.
Yeah, we're getting
You
closer
guys-
to
You
rabbit.
guys see some a little
Feral.
kobold just kind of like hops over and just kind of stabs into the rat with an arrow, just like picks it up, and then this like crowd just like cheers, and he runs over to a fire and
Goody.
cooks it.
Yeah.
Well, that was violent
And
enough.
as he's trying to do that, the rat just like disappears.
That's a lot to take in.
It makes magic rats.
Oh.
What
I
a sight
know.
to get.
It's incredible.
I'm so glad that that's something that you have now.
Oh, yes.
You guys have seen so many strange, wondrous things, but the thing that Millicent cannot wrap her head around is a hat that summons a rat.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like, how did the rat fit in? I mean, it doesn't look
Well,
big enough.
Is it
I
bastardized
found
versions of-
everything I
Aren't
wanted
you
to
holding a-
here.
Carrying a bag of holding?
Yeah, sure am.
She's like,
Meanwhile-
but there's no rats in there.
There's no live animals in there. They're just my stuff I can put in
we're
there.
not plain straw. There's not gonna be anything in there.
Oh, no.
Monkey's bald. No.
Yeah,
No.
It's,
no,
it's
no.
just my stuff that I can put in there, yes, but what
Don't
if the
get how
rat
you have a
was
live rat
already
that flew out of
yours?
nothing. Like, I
Well,
put-
my shopping spree is done.
Right here, bastardized version of Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
Let's go find a inn or something.
Mhm.
You have to be over there by midnight anyways, Millicent.
Oh, that's right.
Gonna look for a red tent.
You can
I don't have
find
the
it
web-
very easily enough towards the entrance
Ooh.
of that part of town.
Alright, Millicent, this is very important.
Mm-hmm.
Do your best not to speak to anyone. There's a very
Okay.
specific phrasing in places like these, alright? So,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
as far as they're concerned, you're my bodyguard or my muscle, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever works for them.
Yeah, yeah.
Let their imagination
It's like
run wild.
last time. Like last time.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I can do that.
Alright. Well, bye, you two. We're gonna go do a crime.
All right.
Like with my backpack, but no weapons.
Is
Ready to
there
go.
a time that we should be concerned? Like, if you don't come back by X time.
I hard to
Is
say.
there-
I have a few jobs that I'm advertising, so it's hard to say. Hard to
Oh.
say.
Is there
Okay.
a curfew?
Make sure
for
we're back in the
crime?
morning.
What was that? What was that, Cinder?
Are you asking if there's a curfew for crime? Because I feel like
No, I'm saying,
Anytime is crime time.
Yeah. I don't need no
is there
curfew.
a time we should become worried and know we need to go scrape them up off the ground somewhere?
I'm not at liberty to say. All right, let's go.
Okay.
I feel like he's very used to getting scraped off the ground. Okay.
You do. You guys head
not
over
yet
to
used
that
to you doing the scraping.
red tent. It's just kind of another like open air bar situation. You do see kind of sitting off at a table, kind of outside the tent, obviously not drinking anything, is that Warforged that you spoke to earlier. He just kind of like waves you over.
I'll head on over there with Millicent.
Oh hey, you brought a friend.
She's just here to keep an eye.
Sure. Well, it's a pretty simple gig. What I'm looking for. There is some amount of danger involved, which is why I'm offering the 3Gs.
I assumed.
I'm trying to stick it a little bit to certain folks, and also get something for myself. There is a shipment of potions going out with a couple of guys from the Sword tomorrow morning. I would like to have those potions before they are able to leave town with them.
Are they in their possession right now?
Yup. They are in the... Well, actually, they are going to be in a lockbox at a potion shop until sunrise, at which time the Sword of Aster is going to go pick them up. Now, ideally, I don't want this to come back in any sort of way, so if we could at all arrange to have them taken from the Sword after they pick them up from the shop, that would be ideal. But if you know another way to do it without arousing suspicion, I'm willing to hear it.
You want me to take it from the Sword of Aster after they pick it up?
Yeah, if they show up to pick it up and it's not there, that's gonna be a problem.
What potions are we talking about?
I don't, does that...
Well, that could be a solution to have it. I could make false potions and replace them.
Oh, if you can do that, sure. They're
I'm very good at alchemy.
potions of maximum power.
Do you know what color and, what they look like?
I believe they're bluish.
Bluish. Alright. How many?
5.
5. Believe I can do that.
Well, that would
How
be
long do we
excellent.
have?
Actually, sorry, I got my wires crossed. They're purple and they're thick.
Purple.
Viscous. Like I said, tomorrow morning at sunrise is when they're gonna go over and do it.
5 bottles. Purple. Alright. I think I can work with that.
Well, if you can get them to me at some point tomorrow.
Bring it back
Okay.
here?
Yeah, I'll be leaving town around noon, but I'll have the payment ready for you when you do.
Copy that. Alright. See around that time. Can I use this place to do a little bit of alchemy?
This is just a place to drink, but there are places where you can rent rooms or workshops.
I'll rent a room, a private room.
Let me know how much it costs, and I'll reimburse you for that too.
You got it. I'll go quickly find a place to.
You can do that for like 5 gold.
Alright, Millicent.
Mm-hmm.
You catch all that?
Oh, yeah. You take the potion. You make potion. We swap potions.
That's
Get
right.
to guy. Right?
That's right. I
Okay.
need your help quickly crafting some potions, alright? So you don't need to do a lot of the actual work. I just need you to maybe help this go by a little quicker.
Okay. I try my best.
Okay. So,
Try to assist.
you tell me if this checks out.
Oh, good.
I got a lot of shit that I don't know if they would be purple or not, but I have worm tongue petals, which is maybe a purple, or I don't know what. I mean, cactus juice is maybe not purple, but
It's not.
hemlock is
No.
greenish.
Yeah, I think it's green.
I don't know what color basilisk breath would be.
I would say you have a combination of colors there that could. You have some red and some blue that you could use to get a purple.
Alright, but mostly to make the purplish thing, or at least make the thick stuff. How about a mind witness eyeball?
That. Hang on, let me see.
Didn't they bleed purple?
If not for
Uh-huh.
the color, at least the thickness.
It was definitely thick, so yeah, you
Thick
can get some viscosity from that, and also some vague magicality.
Okay. I do have from down below the crumbling peaks. I just got a bottle of thick sludge,
That's right.
which was essentially like sewage. I wrote down, but
Yeah, that was the stuff that was.
I'll put that in the mix.
Okay, it's thick as well.
Okay. Oh yeah, I just need the
Make
purple. then.
make an what kind of check? Make a check with your potion making step just to see how much you know about this type of potion.
Okay.
Oof.
15.
Okay, well you've heard of them.
Okay.
You know that they make spells do maximum damage. And that they smell sweet and taste bad. So sewage is not necessarily a bad idea as far as the taste. And you can
Yeah,
try to
let's
find
do
some
that.
ways to cover up the smell.
Let's see. Can I go, you guys? But listen, quick. Go buy something. Maybe a little great. Maybe not greeny. I don't know what. I need a drink or something that has a powerful. Just go get some like perfume or something. You know what? Fuck it. Go get some
Okay.
perfume. Smells really good. He's. I don't know. Here's 20 gold.
Okay. Smell
Quick.
the perfect. Like. Okay.
Good
Good smelling perfume.
smells sweet. Yeah.
Sweet.
Make an
sweet
investigation check.
perfume. Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna go try to buy perfume in the middle of the
Yeah.
night.
Time is
Yeah.
of the essence.
You
Yeah.
buy basically the first thing you find this shop where there's basically just this there's this like old gnome walking up the street, and you just kind of like go to him and you're just like, do you have perfume? He just kind of looks up at you. He's like, yeah, I got perfume. I
it sweet?
actually run a perfume shop in town.
Oh. Do you have sweet smelling perfume?
Yeah, of course. Why would yeah. I do. He's kind of like pulls out like he's kind of like goes through his bag and he's like pulls out a glass bottle.
Yeah. How much?
How much do you have?
10 gold.
Well, that's how much it costs.
Oh my God.
Then what a how serendipitous.
It's like, can I have that now?
Yeah, he gives it to you.
Alright, thank you. I just marched back.
All right, you get like a half-used bottle of cologne.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was gonna spray it and take a smell.
Yeah, it's like Axe.
Listen, I thought I told you sweet.
It's not sweet enough? He said it
Smells
was
like a
sweet.
middle school locker room.
The guy said it was sweet. It's the first guy I could find.
Put it over here.
Old guy just gave you his aftershave.
All right. What do I have? Think.
But you're still going back.
10 gold. Okay. Think. I don't know. Radiant synth seed. Is that sweet?
What do you just add this bumblefuck candy?
Oh right, I have gum.
That's thick.
And it's
I
sweet.
don't know if it smells sweet. Does it smell sweet?
I don't know.
Yeah. It's like a
Sweet enough.
hubba bubba, you know? Like...
Break it up a bit, you know? Sprinkle it in there. Alright.
Oh.
I'll just kind of shake it around once and give it a whiff and look at the texture and see what I think about it.
Make a roll with your alchemy stuff.
Oh, come on.
Oh my god.
You know, it's kind of mauve, and it smells a little bit like vomit.
This isn't working.
I don't know what to do about this. This is not. I just hit things.
I like how he's trying to force her to do it when he could also just get help from somebody else who can make potions.
Yeah. It's the middle of the night though.
He can come find me.
That's true.
How much
He can grow
time-
maybe so
how
he can
much time do
grow
I got?
plants.
I would say
You can roll-
you've spent probably 2 hours, so you've got like 8 left.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe he can grow a sweet smelling plant. We can just put that in there.
Quick, go find Cinder, quick!
Okay.
Let's say probably
Go
like
run find
5
something.
left. Yeah.
Help
Fine.
us sling plants!
Cinder is
Sling
just-
plants!
Chilling somewhere, I assume.
He's not sleeping.
AFK,
know.
staring at a wall.
Yeah.
Potion bottle. Fuck this!
Skyrim NPCing somewhere.
I just like book straight to you. Cinder, can you grow a sweet smelling plant? Anything sweet?
Sure. I'll
You
just
need it for a potion.
like a lot of it. I can do a lot of it.
Sure, as much as you can.
Where's Rook?
We're trying to make a potion for our crime.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Let's go find a secluded patch of dirt that I can fill with flowers.
Just going to bundle off in the night.
And
Create a field of vanilla beans.
yeah, I will plant growth and just go for as many varieties of flowers and fruits and sweet things as I can
You make
manage.
some honeysuckle. You make some vanilla. You know, you make some roses.
Yeah, bring all of that to Rook and see what he thinks.
Okay.
Does,
Thank
does
you,
he need
Cinder.
help with okay.
I mean,
Goodbye.
you want to help? I start running away. I don't
While
know,
she's out
come
doing
on.
that, I run out there too. Just tell the guy that's checking the rooms to feel like, I'll be right back, that room's still mine.
Or
To the marketplace. I'll just find like some sort of, I don't know, fruit or something that can make it
make an investigation
Purple?
check.
okay.
Oh man.
Investigation. Fine. There you
You find some
23.
blueberries.
go. Okay.
Those are purple.
Yeah. I'll get those. Just like quick. I just need blueberries.
Oh. Like, it's like just like person who's just basically standing at the shop, just like asleep, and it's like, oh, well,
Blueberries, goddammit! Here's $5.
okay.
Quick, I'm doing a crime.
I'm trying to do the crime.
All right. You see Millicent running back with arms just full of, there's like flowers flying behind her.
I run back with my arm full of blueberries. Get right! Vanilla beans, blueberries, eyeball. Alright, this is it's gonna work.
Make another roll.
Yeah. I take the failed potion and like throw it against the wall. Oh, fuck that. That one was shit. Alright. No sewage this time. That was a mistake.
No more sewage.
That was mistake number 1. Alright.
Just like grinding up the
Okay.
flowers and the eyeball.
Come on. 19.
You get something that's purple and thick and sweet smelling and bad tasting.
Texture's right. Okay. Disgusting.
It
This'll
tastes
work.
like eyeball.
Yeah.
It tastes like eyeballs, flower petals, and fruit.
Yeah, just immediate gag.
It's
That'll
like
work.
works. It's like
Alright, 5. I need 5 of it.
You can
I
work
will.
for the rest of the night and spend those things and just kind of you make a passing. You're like, every time you're like, yes, yes. Next,
The Samuel
Yes.
montage.
yeah, just like that, Sam Tarley. You make your Kool-Aid.
I make it. I like. I take out my glue for a second. No, that'd be cruel. No. Okay.
I think it works for this situation, Rook.
No, I just thought it'd be funny, but
Rook can
Alright.
make sticky work for any situation.
it's a work. It's a work.
Okay.
All right. Got the potion bottles.
Okay.
I assume you told me the place.
Yeah.
Now, I have to go there and actually make the switcheroo.
Okay.
Let's see if that place is still open, and if it is, I could use a distraction.
I mean, yeah.
Or just, I'll give you 100 gold, and if you want to actually buy something from them, like healing potion stuff, we could do that.
Yeah, I can. I'll just talk to them and see
That
what
way
they
you
got.
can be honest about it.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Alright.
Yeah, it's probably for the
The
best.
shop in
Brother.
question is a big store that's shaped like a cauldron. They
Oh.
do seem to be closed for the night because at this point it's like 4 in the morning.
Listen, take a look around. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Okay, no one knows what to master around here, right?
All right, you guys
Yeah, I
both
was like
make stealth checks.
Uh-huh.
Oh
Wilson's
no.
just like,
Do I get advantage because my cloak or no?
yeah.
Okay.
22.
Rook just
Yeah.
very casually just kind of like slips his cowl over himself and kind of blends into the shadows. Millicent is just kind of standing there like,
Humming
shit.
Don't be suspicious. song.
That is the song right now.
Do we see any swords of Aster around us directly?
there are some, but they don't seem to be paying attention to you.
Alright. Before I go in there, I'll just kind of... Alright, Millicent. You're the best partner I could ask for this job. You'll do well out here, just, I'll call you if there's any trouble. Thanks for having my back. I'll give you an inspiration.
Okay.
Doesn't look like there's any less watched entrances or a
There's
window
only
or maybe
one,
up.
There's just a door on the front of this big, black, roundish building. And it seems to be locked.
Do I feel like I'd have any chance of unlocking it and going in right there?
Make an investigation check. I mean, it doesn't seem like
Okay.
anybody sees you at the moment.
Okay. I'll just look and see how safe it looks. At the moment.
It seems fine. It doesn't seem to be trapped. Just seems like a tough lock.
Alright. I'll head over there. Stealthily and try to do that.
Make a check with your thieves' tools.
Ooh,
You are
yeah.
able to get past the arcane lock on the door and just kind of like slides into the stone. Make a perception check for me.
Okay. Ten.
Okay.
I unlocked the door.
Yep.
I'll can I see if it's do I realize that it was arcane locked?
Yes.
Can I see if it's trapped?
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Alright. Don't explode out here in the middle of the street.
Oh my! I saw it sit on the 20 and roll.
It's a door.
Great. Well then, I'll try to quickly
Door time.
open it, zip in, and close it behind me.
Yep. All right, you head in there. You dart through the door. Immediately, as you pass over the threshold, there's just this like loud ringing noise. Millicent, you also hear this. You see a couple members of the sword kind of like look up towards your direction.
Fuck.
I was like, rug. It's like, mind my own business. Take out my drink. Start
Okay.
walking.
Did he tell me where the potions are?
Nope.
Sit in a box. That's what you said.
Millicent, you see the two members of the sword kind of walk over to the cauldron building.
Oh no. Like,
Okay. Okay. Between the time that we went shopping and now, has it been done?
Not quite. No.
All right.
You started
Like a
shopping
rat.
early in the day, so. I mean, it can make 3.
Oh shit. Okay, I'll make just 2 rats come into the shop with me. And I'll
Okay.
Go and I'll go in.
Rats just go nuts trying to get away from you.
All right, I go look for potions.
Okay, make an investigation check.
I just kind of. If they start heading, I was just kind of like slowly start following to see.
Okay. you
Oh
look
my
behind.
god.
You can see a lot of locked shelves, like behind glass cases. Lots of kind of drawers that also seem to be locked, and also behind this kind of main counter, there seems to be a lead strongbox with the sigil of the sword stamped atop. That
That'll
seems
be
to be the
it.
ticket.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Millicent, you see these 2 guards just kind of like knock on the door.
Oh.
You hear this knock from inside, Rook, and you hear the jingling of keys as it opens.
Oh.
Sweating as I
Make a stealth check for me.
Okay. Come on. Okay.
Just kind of like duck behind the counter as the door. You see the door slide open. Like, oh, Millicent, you see these 2 rats run out from the door and across the street. The 2 guards are just kind of like looking down, like,
Kind of
couple of
like
rats.
take a step.
They just kind of turn around and they see you, just kind of like lurking behind them, and just like, yeah. Need something?
So, no. Passing by, just take out my jerky and I kind of like go past them. Heading to a random direction.
Okay. They just kind of like slide the door back shut.
Okay. Wait for a few seconds behind the counter. Let's go to the lead box. Put my tools.
Okay, make a check.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Can't quite get it.
Come on. Alright, what do I got here? Alright. What kind of lock is this on it?
Difficult to say. Does seem to be
Alright.
magically locked.
Where is it? I'll take out one of my vials of my cruthic acid.
Okay.
And I'll try to set the box down and try to just melt it
Okay.
off.
Make a dex check for me.
Alright.
Yeah, I would say you can just kind of like you kind of break the lock.
Okay. God, can I open it? I'll check if that one's trapped.
Make a check. Yeah, make an investigation check.
$25.
It does seem to be trapped. There is like a small little wire kind of across. As you start to open it, it's kind of pulls taut. You can attempt to disarm it if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll try to. That's Thieves tools, yeah?
Yep. Feels
Oh
disarmed.
my god.
Hey, what?
It feels disarmed.
Okay. What do I got here? That's about it there. Alright. Yeah, I don't think I have anything to help me with this. Alright, well, I feel like it's disarmed. I'll
Just open it up. Make a dexterity saving throw. It's kind of like duck out of the way of this dart that just kind of fires up from the lid of the box into the wall behind you.
Alright, no problem. I'll just open her up. Are the vials there?
They are 5 potions.
Switch them out.
Okay.
Does it look like there's a spot that I could like take that dart and reload it back in?
Yeah, go ahead and make a dexterity check for me.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you put it back in.
Oh.
Alright.
Gonna reset the wire very carefully. The lock is fucked.
Yep. Alright. What can I do about this? Alright.
At some point when I'm walking, I turn over my shoulder. Are the guards like
They're just
still
kind of
missing
milling
him?
around in the street outside the cauldron shop.
Okay.
Alright.
Is there like ways? Is there like alleyways, or is this kind of just like one road with just stall like
Oh
shop?
yeah, there's lots of alleys and
Okay.
spiderweb paths throughout here.
I would try to at some point, like when they're not paying attention, like go off in an alleyway and then see if I can try and make it my way back to the cauldron shop, just to make sure
Yeah.
Rick's okay.
You can, if you want to try to do that stealthily, you can make a stealth check as well.
I will attempt. Yeah, I was about to say. Why?
Just kind of like make your way around. You get to the back of the shop.
Is there like windows or anything?
No.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just kind of just stay out of sight and then just keep listening to see if there's any commotion.
Kind of like
Or
peering around the corner, you see one of the guys from the sword just kind of like look over at you.
oh no.
What are you doing?
I think I'm lost.
I think you might be
No.
too.
I'm just like trying to like hold onto my
He just
backpack.
kind of like looks down the road and just kind of like whistles for another couple guards who kind of approach. You hear that? Yeah, you hear this conversation going on outside.
Fuck.
I kind of just got into town and I've been traveling alone. Do you know where the inn is?
Make a deception check.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Millicent's a child, but she's also a very buff child, so you can't really.
I mean, I have the weapons on me. No!
Like,
Damn
I have my
it.
inspiration. I don't know.
Dude.
I don't think that's.
I mean, a
I don't think
D6
that's gonna
probably
help.
isn't.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I'm
yeah.
gonna save it.
Willis, why don't you and Darnold bring her over to the tower, so the merchant princess could help her out. Like, right this way. It's gonna
Okay.
like take you on either side.
Well, that happens, I guess. I'll just kind of put the lead box with the fake potions in it, just kind of down where it was a little bit. I'll take out my one of his gloves, and I'll shoot it at that, and I'll shoot at a few other random places in the shop. So, you know, maybe it looks like the goo dissolved it a little bit. I don't know.
Sure.
You know, use 4 of those.
Okay. You goo
I
indiscriminately.
goo the one. Yeah.
Goo the shop.
Alright. Did it sound like they were right outside the door?
There are still 2 guards pretty close to the door, it sounds like, yeah.
There's no other means of escaping this place.
Not that you have identified.
Alright. I'll try to very quietly open and zip through, I guess.
Okay, make a stealth check, please.
Yeah. Ooh, 27.
Okay. You kind of are listening at the door, and you hear a moment when Millicent is being taken away by these other 2 guards. The 2 swords that are outside just kind of yell down the street towards them, and you take that moment to just kind of zoop, close the door and skirt away as you see the opposite direction. Millicent is being just kind of led away by these 2 guards.
Alright. Hold on, thinking. I'll tell them to start with.
Okay, you kind of have to like do a loop around because the other 2 are standing in the middle of the street, but you see them. They're taking her towards the tower in the center of town.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna go off to the side. Is there other people out right now?
Not too many, mostly swords.
Oh, fantastic. Alright. I'll stick by. Are there like buildings?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I'm pretty fast with the chain, so I'll just kind of quickly make my way to the side, like directly adjacent to these 3. When I can find a spot where I could like quickly duck into the shadows, I'm gonna goo one of them.
Okay, make an attack roll with advantage.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
You goo him.
Like,
He's just like,
Alright.
what the f-?
oh, in that
Back to the
confusion, can I
Okay.
use a thing of crash and propel myself like 10 feet away?
Okay.
It doesn't provoke an attack.
Yeah, okay, you just
opportunity, and I'm yeah, during that chaos, and I just book it to a random direction.
Okay. You sprint off. The one guy is just like, what? What? As to his mind, this other guy just got fucking basically pooped himself and got covered in goo, and then you just Iron Man'd away from him. He will try to pursue you if you want to try to duck somewhere and hide.
Yeah, that's the plan. I was trying to
Okay.
dash away. I have 40 feet, so dash 80 feet. Just try to see if I can.
And
Duck
6
in
seconds
the alley.
later, I'll come out of another alleyway nearby and goo the other man.
Okay. Make an attack roll. Okay, you do that one as well. He's like 20 feet away from the other guy. They're just like,
No, just in case, I'm gonna put on a mask.
what is this?
You've
I
been
just keep
gooed.
running away. I kind of like go in the alleyway.
You've been hit by, you've been struck by a goo criminal. Okay, you guys get back.
Is there a cool name I could come up with this? I don't know. I'll think of it later. The Goominator? No,
The
that's
nocturnal emitter.
Gooinator.
I'll take a wide circle around to catch up with Millicent.
Rook appears out of nowhere, Millicent.
Hello?
Hello there.
That went perfectly, didn't it?
It sure did.
Oh, yeah. All
We need to
right.
get out of here.
Oh yeah, we do. All right, let's go back to the inn. No, let's go back to the contact, and then back to the inn.
Okay. He is still
Yeah.
just kind of chilling.
Come on in. Hello. Job done.
Oh, already?
Yep, here it is.
Kinda like... Can you taste one of these and make sure that it's the right thing?
Yes, I'll taste it. Dip my finger in and taste
It doesn't taste good. It tastes way better than the ones that you made, but
It isn't making me feel like I have to.
but it does seem to do the have the effect that you expect.
It's genuine.
Well, that's good. Kind of pulls out this like small like leather pack and just kind of slides it across.
Thank you.
There it is.
1 second. Yeah, I'll count it.
300 platinum in there.
Okay. Thank you.
Pleasure doing business. Any trouble?
Ah, yes. None that we couldn't handle.
Okay.
Well, perhaps
Those
we'll
are
see each other in another city at some point.
Perhaps. Yeah, maybe.
But I think it'd be wise for both of us to not hang around here this moment for too much longer.
Yeah. I'll see you.
Oh, so yeah.
Mhm.
Just like wait for him to leave. And 300 platinum.
That's a lot. We need to get
That's so
out of
much
here.
money. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Let's get. Oh,
I need a
what is
hide.
it? Stays between us, yeah? Stays between
Yes.
us. Nothing bad happened tonight.
But they might recognize me.
Oh, no. Just those two, maybe. And I have a disguise kit for you. I can apply that.
Okay.
Right. Yes, let's go back.
Okay.
Okay. You guys can go rest. You guys can take a short rest.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
Perfectly executed.
Yeah. Went smoothly.
Everything about that.
Not a problem.
Exactly to plan.
Yeah.
And Matthew named the session.
I don't know
Oh,
what this session.
I didn't leave my calling.
Go criminal? Yes, that is the session name.
No, it's not, there's no Rush lyric with that in it.
Is it too late for me to say that I left my calling card behind in the goo? Or
You can do that.
I feel like your goo is the calling card.
No.
Well, the potion heist has been completed.
yeah.
Next morning, you guys
Yeah.
arise. Passive insight, Cinder. These two got up to fucking something.
You look as expected.
Oh yeah. It was a fun night.
Yeah.
Well, it must not have been a complete bust because you're back and not arrested.
That's true. And lots of money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how much are we talking?
300 platinum.
300 platinum.
Lots of money. I only had to sacrifice 2 eyeballs for it. And my sanity, but that, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I could have left with that money night, but okay, whatever.
And
I
no.
don't want to know what context the eyeballs found use, but
Good.
they already did. That was faster than I expected.
Oh yes, thank you for the assistance last night, Ender.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What?
Yep. I don't know, Millicent came back and asked for something that smelled sweet, so I grew a bunch of flowers and then she ran off into the city.
Yeah. Flowers.
Yeah. Also, Rook, we probably need to put on the disguise kit now.
Ah,
Before we
yes. Step
So
into
you
my room, yes.
So that went well. Do you want the hat?
Oh, no, we can do
Aki.
that.
Yeah, we could
That might be.
just for while we're in the city. Might be best.
It'll
For
take
me to
8
wear that.
hours to
Take 8 hours, but
Yeah. I'll just stay inside today.
I can make you look like a Goliath or something. I don't know.
I mean, we're going to
That's
the
true.
meeting with the
Oh,
trade
yeah.
people.
Yeah. We'll just do a disguise. It was just I don't know. What do you got in there? It's like
Are
looking your
you
kid.
imagining you're going to be recognized? Do we need to be concerned about that at the meeting with the trade people? Is there going to be a report of
Maybe
crimes?
not the trade people.
It was
But-
dark. Only two people saw.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I just like cover up, just maybe I don't know,
A
maybe
Okay.
little bit of makeup on, Who will notice?
yeah, just yeah.
I'm sure.
I'll put on my goggles.
Yeah.
Cover around my face.
Would you like this hat for the moment?
Yeah, I would like this hat.
Yeah, there you
Put
go.
on the rat hat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Just walking around with a raccoon cap and some night vision goggles. Like an
Yeah.
All,
Maybe spot
like
borrow
a-
your
As,
all of
his
As
my
name is
artists
fucking
guys-
Cletus or something.
as you
I
do.
borrow like a big cape. Then I could just cover my whole body. I think that should be
Can I-
enough.
Can I make her look,
use a
human-ish with
disguise kit.
coloration? Yeah. I'll do it.
Okay, let's make a dex check with proficiency.
Yeah, let me see if.
What kind of check to rule?
Just Dex.
Okay.
I'm not proficient in it. I just have it. Ah!
Oh.
My God,
Kind of, sort of works.
this is such a scuffed time.
Yeah? What do you think, guys?
It's like turn in a circle.
Honest opinions.
You gave her eyeliner.
I think the guy that saw us yesterday is going to have questions, but
Well, yeah, he already had questions,
spin a better tale than you do makeup and we'll be fine.
Yeah. I'm sure there's other
I'm trying to go for a new look.
here,
How, first off,
Maybe-
how about we go get the thing for Cinder and then. Oh, wait, you already have the thing.
I'm
Yeah.
wearing it. Yeah, I turned to it last night.
Already done.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you need.
I would leave my backpack behind in the room. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I was wearing that last night. I'll keep the gloves on, but I'll definitely just kind of not make my hands known. I just won't do anything. I'll just stay still. That's my escape plan.
You could put like a bag of holding or something.
Yeah, with those gloves
That's true.
on though, they're huge. Like you're walking around with Hellboy hands.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put it into the bag. I should put it away.
Okay.
Put that in the bag, and then I guess I'll leave. I don't want to leave my bag here.
What's her fuck from League of Legends, basically.
Just
I would go around the
Yeah.
bag.
I can
I'm sure a lot of
carry
people have
it.
bags of holding.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
That's-
just carry it. It's fine.
I mean, there's just stuff all over it, so maybe just
Is it one
hide
of-
those.
is it one of those things that would get fucked if you put it in the little lockbox?
Probably.
Isn't it in a dimensional space?
Yeah, it's a bag of holding,
Okay.
so can't go away. But
That'll be fine.
maybe just
Gloves
it
away
less-
and the backpack on someone else, and we'll be good.
I do have a regular backpack, and I just stuff in the backpack and a
There
backpack.
we go.
I can do
I,
that.
I don't think the backpack's going to be the identifier.
Well, I
Yeah.
put the glove. I already put the gloves in. I put the gloves inside the bag of holding. I did do that. I'm not gonna wear my new gloves.
Yeah.
Seems wise.
All right. Okay, we're good to go.
Yeah.
Are we-
Were you interested in buying anything while we're here? We have 3,000 gold.
Now we have 3,000 go. Let's see.
I mean, I don't know. Was there any other shop thing that sounded interesting?
The ring shop had interesting things.
Yeah, I feel like the ring shop would be the.
Were they 2,000 gold expensive, or
The Ring of
3,000?
Honor,
Yeah, that.
2,500. It lets you get bonuses if you kill things that are instead trying to kill you.
Yeah.
Yep, so it can hold 5 charges. It gains 1 charge each time you slay a small or larger hostile creature while wearing it. It loses all the charges if you are reduced to 0 hit points or remove it. But when it gains its 5th charge, you can then use a bonus action once within the next 24 hours to expend all the charges. And for a minute, you gain all of the following benefits, not just one of them. You gain +1 bonus to AC, +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls, 5 temp HP at the start of each of your turns, and immunity to fear.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you have
That's
to
the one.
stock up some things, but once you do,
That's-
it's
Is
fucking
that
cool.
cool?
It is not attunement.
Oh. Did someone write down how much that was?
2.5.
Yeah, 2.5.
That sounds pretty good. You wanna get that?
I think that's the only other other price. I can't think of anything else.
The only other things that would be affordable that we looked at would be the arrow ring that I don't think you'd be that interested in, and the boomerang. So
Yeah.
probably the
Oh.
ring.
Alchemist Fire. I want some Alchemist Fire. Just one orb.
You can get just a flask of alchemist fire for whatever the
Yeah.
cost of that is.
Uh,
I can put that in your inventory. That costs 50 gold.
Okay. Well, these tabs, I don't know.
It costs 50, and we're not likely to be back in the city for a while. Buy and hold 2, right? Buy both. You're not gonna have time to make one before we go do stuff.
But it's
Mhm.
50 gold. Well, one flask gives the flamethrower 100 charges, so I think I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I can't imagine I'll use it that much, to be
100
quite
times,
honest. Yeah.
That's fair, actually.
Yeah.
You guys gonna buy the ring?
I think it sounds cool.
I
Yeah,
think it sounds very cool.
I think it's worth it.
Who wants the card?
Sounded like an innocent thing to me, but
Yeah, I think it was a you or a Millicent in my mind.
Put it on Millicent.
Okay, that was good.
As you guys kind of
20
walk through town, you pass by
2500?
this commotion.
uh-huh.
You see there's this gathering of Sword of Aster people that's kind of around these two people that seem to be stuck to the ground with goo.
Move along, move.
They're just
Yeah,
like
it's like-
picking at it with like knives and spoons and stuff.
What a terrible thing to see.
Situation.
Oh,
Those
my goodness.
fellow men themselves in. That must really be a bummer.
Oh yeah, can't imagine what happened there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Let's go to the building.
move on.
Time for a meeting.
How long does that last again? Like a day?
You sure?
Oh well, if it's exposed to sunlight for 1 hour without interruption. Oh wait, no, that's the wand. I keep it in my
That's the wand
bag.
itself. You just keep it in the bag, yeah. I think it lasts 24 hours.
Oh no, 1 hour. Never mind. On a hit, the wand expands and dries on a target, which is restrained for 1 hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then they're just they're not still there, but they are investigating the remains of the goo that's on the ground there.
Sure.
And there does seem to be a large group of them gathering around this cauldron-shaped potion shop as well. But in any case, you guys head off towards the tower to meet with the merchant princes, and
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop there.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
I am tired.
Yeah.
And after the boogaloo.
I'm sure no trouble will come out of that.
No, there's no consequences to that. We made it out
Yeah,
perfectly fine.
we got a ring out of that, you know?
Yeah. I got a
What?
cool ring.
That's what really matters.
Yeah. I got to use my gloves. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
Doofist.
I was sitting there racking my brain, like, how else can I open a lock with all this shit I have in my inventory? And basically nothing seemed to stick out other than acid, so...
You see, separating, opening, that's not really Rook's specialty. It's more attaching things to other things. That's
Yeah. Can I
That's where
interest
he
you
shines.
in adhesion?
I thought about just gluing the lockbox, like... But-
Now nobody gets it.
I thought I'd, like, keep him busy for a while or something, but...
Yeah, well, it keep
Keep
them
busy
busy forever.
forever.
Unless they have universal
Ever and
solvent or
ever.
the wish spell.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will be back next Wednesday for slightly less unhinged, slightly less overtired game.
Yes.
Well,
but we only
let's see.
promise slightly.
Slightly. Until then.